with only a couple of hours left in the transfer window, are Forest gonna sign a few more? And will we get a striker? Welcome to the Deadline Day Live. Evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to the dying embers of this transfer window. And I cannot wait until 11 o'clock. Unless, of course, we don't get a striker, then I'm going to be crying. Hope you guys in the chat are doing well. Good to see loads of you hit that like button. Make sure if you're just joining now, get those likes up. Make sure you're subscribed if you are new. And there's like loads going on at Forest right now. We've had a few signings. We'll talk you through those signings, what the boys think of them. There'll be quite a few coming on the panel. It's going to be a bit of a rotating merry-go-round, I think, this evening. So loads more will be joining. But let's get started. And Crypto, how you doing?
All right, not bad. Not bad. Plenty to talk about, I think, with our signings and lack of signings and what have you.
Yeah, and can we just, before we start, sorry, I got a massive shout out to Crazy Cat Lady's daughter who won gold in the Paralympics. I can't remember which day it was, but absolutely fantastic. I watched the clip. Crazy Cat Lady, I was going to send you back. Can I share it on the community tab? Because that's got to be an absolute proud moment for you guys. Wow. So make sure you give Crazy Cat Lady some love. I'm sure she's a really proud mum right now. Congratulations on that. Crypto, you well, bud?
I'm good. I'm just trying to load up Fabrizio Romano's tweet on a different window, his Twitter, so we can have the latest breaking news.
Don't worry, I got loads of our boys in the background keeping us posted on what's going on. The chat will keep us posted. Everyone will keep us posted. We'll keep you guys posted. But what I need to know in the chat is, just in case we get a repeat of last summer, I need to know if there's any of you that can speak French or German or Chinese, whatever language.
Bonjour, mon petit chouchou.
I'm not sending you to unveil Sangare, mate. No, love you, mate, but no.
Je m'appelle. Yeah, that's the first thing you learn.
Yeah. Je m'appelle Crypto.
Je m'appelle Crypto. Come see, come ça, mi casa es y casa. Well, Spanish, isn't it?
Voulez-vous ce que j'avais avec moi ce soir?
All right, okay. Ginger's gone for the trigger word, right? Let's get into this. We got a lot. Sorry, I didn't think Chinese was a language. I thought it was either Mandarin or what was the other language?
Ni hao is hello.
Someone saying he can speak Chinese. Please share, Wolfie. I will do, Crazy Carrot Lady. I will do. She won today as well. Bloody hell, man. That's next level. Congratulations on that as well. So let us know in the chat what languages you guys can speak, just in case we get another call. This one. Here we go, says. I love the I love the thumbnail there. I speak Italian, German, and French. All right. Make sure you're in the Nottingham area. Okay. So very quickly, because I got you two boys on there. Mangala's been confirmed at Everton. Do either of you care? Are you over your thing with him? Where are we at now?
I mean, I think it's a good signing for them. Obviously, Everton have been struggling early doors, and Mangala is that type of player who can control the midfield. So it's interesting to see him back in the Premier League. I mean, I would have liked him to stay with us, but I think the recruitment this season's actually been pretty good. And I know we'll get onto the striker, and I know everybody wants to know about the striker, blah, but the recruitment in general this season has been really good. And I think it's almost, from the amount we can spend and the amount of money we have and everything else that goes with it, I think we've done really well. And the only thing that would be the cherry on the cake, but will have a massive effect, is that one more position that we need to fill.
All right, and you've got literally 30 seconds on Mangala.
Yeah, no, I think
before you do, let me just shout out Jordan. Jordan, thank you for the 23 months. 1 month away from the 2-year anniversary. Much love. Mark, you don't, Mark. Mark, no, Mark. No, Mark.
Well, he speaks bleeding English.
He struggles with it, doesn't he? Yeah. Sorry, Ant, go on. 30 seconds, and I want to jump straight into some of the meaty stuff.
Yeah. No, I'll just say that I think Mangala will be a really good signing for Everton. You know what I think of the guy. Yeah, I'm over him going now. I mean, that's it.
You're not a true fan, then, are you, if you're over him? I've still got a shirt on my bedroom wall.
Yeah, you've got every player that doesn't play for Forest on your fucking shirt, haven't you?
So I just don't want Elanga.
Yeah.
Have you got Elanga?
Elanga, yeah, it's just there somewhere. He's on the end. I've moved into the end.
He's on the edges. He's on the tipping point.
You can see the A on the G.
Out.
Let's start with this Elanga stuff. Okay, let's start with this Elanga stuff. Because it was broken from Alex Crook, who's a Man U fan. I don't really like him anyway, but yeah. He's a bit of a twat, let's be honest. By the way, we've already got 1,400 of you in here. 790, I think, on YouTube, and the rest on the platform. Make sure you've hit that like button. But chat, I want to get your thoughts on Elanga. So the talk was that Newcastle came in with a late 35 million bid. Forest said they would only sell if they got something lucrative. Yeah, that Forest value him between 40 and 50 million pounds. Further reports then came out to say that they would consider it if Newcastle sent another player back that way. And the talk was it was going to be Miguel Almiron, I think it was.
No.
Let me finish. Plus cash. Okay. So that was the idea. Newcastle said, no, we don't want to give a player his cash only. Forest said, you're too late. So as things stand at the moment, and anything can change, Elanga is staying. But what are your thoughts on Elanga going? And then we'll talk about the whole swap deal.
Well, my first thought is that it's a massive boost for us, the fact that we can turn down 35 million for one of our players. No matter which player it is, the fact that we could turn out 35 million for one of our players, I think is incredible, because, the situation we've been in previously, we couldn't have done that. We'd have had to have sold him. So it's really nice. It's really good feeling to think we're not in that position now where we have to sell any of our players. So that's the first thing. Me personally, I'd keep Elanga. Even at 35 million, I would keep him. Simply because he is an exciting player. He does have something about him. He's brilliant to bring on late on the game when players are tiring. It did reasonably well for us last season. And if we sold him, then that would mean we need another player of equal quality or better to come in. And they're not going to be cheap. And what I wouldn't want us to do is sell Elanga for 35 and then take a punt on one of these players I've never heard of, who we've seen in the Mongolian League for 12 million. I don't want us to be doing that. I want us to have quality players that we know the quality of. Yeah. So if the case was just take the money and run, then no. If it was to go and buy, say, a quality striker, then that, 40, 50 million pound striker, then that changes it altogether. And I would say,
You're contradicting yourself.
No.
No, you are.
If it's just cash and we don't do anything with it, then no, there's no point.
Yeah, but you said you would need a replacement and all that, a decent replacement. But now you're saying go for the cash and get a striker. We'd still have that Elanga hole.
When I said decent replacement, I'm sorry, I misled you. I meant a forward attacking player. Okay. My preference would be for a striker, because we have got Jota, we have got Sosa, yeah, and obviously Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that is probably enough if we get another attacking player in, whether that be a winger or a striker. My preference would be for a striker.
Yeah. But Crypto, have we got enough cover? If Elanga were to go with no replacement, and say Ant's scenario played out, and now we took the money and then we went in for like Jonathan David or something, who's pretty much the only striker left, would we have enough cover?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I preferably wouldn't sell Elanga, because I basically agree with everything that Ant said. He's brilliant for those last 20, 30 minutes when the defense are tiring. You've got someone to run at you. And he did look pretty good in pre-season as well. He wasn't just running at people and getting past people, but he was scoring. And I think that's something that he needs to become more consistent at. If we did sell him, if a crazy amount of money came in, like 40 million plus, as Ant said, in theory, you could put that extra cash towards a striker. If we're looking to pay, 20, 25 million for a striker and we get 40 million for Elanga, in theory, you could go out and buy like a marquee striker. Now, who that would be, I don't know. But if you've got the money, I'm sure you could persuade someone to come. In terms of replacement for his position, I mean, Jota looked brilliant for me the other day. And I would actually start him ahead of Elanga. And then you've got people like Callum Hudson-Odoi. I know he's a bit of a one-trick pony where he cuts in, but in theory, you could play him there. If you wanted to, you could play Dominguez there. If you really wanted to, you could play Anderson there. So maybe even Sosa. So there's 3 or 4 players. If you needed to, you could replace him. But me personally, I would try to keep him.
I'd sell him. Yeah, I know it's not popular opinion, but I'd sell him.
You do have a bit of an agenda against Elanga, don't you? In all seriousness.
It's not an agenda. It's a case of I'm still waiting for him to show me what I know he's got in him. And at some stage...
I do understand that.
Look at Sangare, though. Sangare didn't have a brilliant season last season. This season, Ant, can you stop interrupting me, please? This season, he's going to be brilliant.
Okay, I've just got some breaking news. Shout out to our boys working in the background here. So this is on Ernest Dumas, the player that's been linked to Forest, with Fulham, and with Everton. Now, Everton were the closest on agreeing terms. He seemed to be more interested in going to Fulham. And now the news coming out is that, so let's bring it up here. There's talks that he's planning on staying there. But there still is a chance that he could move, but it looks like he's staying there. So we'll keep you posted on that one as it develops. And as Paul said, Ward-Prowse has completed his medical. Ooh, you lot in the chat chatting so fast, man. Ward-Prowse has completed his medical, and so has our other new signing, Morato, the defender. So those ones both should be in the bag. We'll let you know as soon as they're officially announced, but they were here we go from this morning. There's one other thing to cover off. Now, we're talking about strikers, okay? Just so to misspell some disinformation that's going out at the moment. There's this account on Twitter that apparently is in the know. It keeps popping up apparently on everyone's timeline.
Oh, yeah, it gets everything wrong.
Yeah, claiming that Forest have put in a bid for Jonathan David. Okay, there's no official sourcing on that, so I would wholeheartedly ignore that account. Now, Jonathan David, we tweeted out earlier. Yeah. I'd love him there. Pace merchant, but quality. Hold on, I'm getting more messages. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights. Why is he sending me that? Okay, forget that one. That's another one. Sorry, tonight's show is gonna be a little bit like that. So yeah, but there could be a chance that Forest going for Jonathan David. Hold on, I'm getting more information.
Just while Wolfie's looking at that, can everyone hit the like button? We've got nearly 2,000 people watching, so let's try and get to 1,000 likes by the end of the night.
Crazy. This time last year we peaked at 1,000. That's crazy. So thank you all for chilling in there. Sai Ben Yedder, I would take him in a heartbeat. What a goal scoring machine is. He's nowhere. He's free. Okay, he's got the allegations against him, but you're innocent until you're proven guilty. We had Montiel last season with similar allegations. He's a goal scoring machine.
40 years old?
He's 34. I guarantee you he scores 20 goals in any Premier League team. Any Premier League team apart from Leicester.
No. A little bit hyperbolic there, I think.
I'm not. He would score 20
Premier League goals for any team.
Apart from Leicester.
Okay. So for Ipswich or Southampton, or he'd get 20 goals. Okay.
Jonathan David, as I just told you, 100% that news is fake news. I really suggest you ignore that account. I would love it to be right. Yeah.
Why have Jonathan David? Because there's a lot of hype about Jonathan David, but nobody ever goes for him. He's been available for literally years, and nobody's interested.
And have you ever
thought why that may be?
Okay, why did no one go for Tony? Is Tony crap?
Yeah, but you can say that about loads of players.
Yeah, people haven't got. No, you can't. No, you can't. Not quality goal scorers. You can't, Ben. I'm sorry, you can't. Quality goal scorers have interest. Okay, and that's for Ivan
Is Tony a quality goal scorer?
I'm sure there is interest in him. Sorry, Andy, you keep interrupting yourself.
Go on, Anne.
Two reasons the reason that Ivan Toney's not gone anywhere is because people don't like his attitude. There's definitely an attitude problem. It's not the price, it's not the quality, it's the attitude that guy's got, and teams won't touch him.
Collymore had an attitude.
Even with that, it's not 11 o'clock yet. He could still go somewhere, couldn't he?
How come this C-Nut's not on? Where is it?
C-Nut's in the gym. He'll be on soon.
In the gym? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Impressive. So, Jonathan David, to confirm to you, that's fake news. If it changes, we will let you know. Okay. So, there's loads of questions coming in. We'll try and cover everything you're talking in the chat, but there's just too many right now, right? Just before we start talking about Ward-Prowse, I want to get into Ward-Prowse. I think this will be an interesting discussion. Just a quick reminder, there's a few tickets still left for this signed Forest shirt with Insta wins. I say the Insta wins are better. 100 ticket number 100 gets you the home kit, 200 the third kit, and 225 gets you the away kit. So grab your tickets. The link, I think, is in the chat. Yeah, it is. It's pinned in the chat or ! prize. Grab those tickets. If you hit the third away kit, I'm kind of liking that one, and I ain't got it. So shout me out if you got it. No, not that one. The third kit. I do like that one.
Rafik Jabbar.
No, let's not go there. Let's talk about Ward-Prowse. Okay. I'll start with you, Crypto, because I think me and Ant might have similar views on this one. But what are your thoughts on it? So for those of you maybe coming back from work, he's completed his medical. It's a loan deal for a season to Forest. Medical done. He's on his way. Now, he's going to be too late to be registered for the game tomorrow. Registration has to have happened by 12 today for anyone to be eligible to play. But Ward-Prowse, Crypto, what are your thoughts on him? And chat, I'll put a poll up if you like that signing or not. Just on the Elanga one, only 31 of you would let him go. 59% would not, and 11 are on the fence. Go on, Crypto. Ward-Prowse.
I mean, I think it's almost the perfect deal in the sense that it is a loan deal. Because don't forget, in our midfield now, we've got a ton of players. But what he offers is obviously a very specific skill set in terms of dead balls and set pieces. Now, the problem with that is you can't just bring somebody on just to take a free kick. In theory you could, but you've got to have more to your game than that. And he does, he's brilliant at holding up the play, he's brilliant at passing. Obviously, he's very good at set pieces, etc. For me, James Ward-Prowse would be the type of player who maybe you're 1 or 2-0 up and you bring him on in the 60th minute or so. And, if you get a few set pieces after that, when people are making tackles and getting frustrated at the end of the game, that's when he's going to shine. Is he going to start? Probably not. But for a loan deal, I think it's brilliant. I don't know why we wouldn't take him. You don't
think he's a starter?
I wouldn't start him personally because I think we've already got some fantastic players in the similar position. So for me,
would you start him? YRN in the chat. Do you think he's good enough to start? Sorry, go on, Crypto.
Yeah, I mean, Monk summarizes it there pretty much. Loan deal is perfect for him. He reminds me of a player he's not similar to Elanga, but his attributes mean that you can use him in very specific tactical setup and at tactical times. If there's teams who struggle with set pieces, if there's teams who have shorter centre backs, etc., James Ward-Prowse can be utilised as a strength in the same way that Elanga can if people are slowing down and tiring towards the end of the game. So personally, I wouldn't use him as a starter, but 100% I'm glad that we've got him in. I think he'll be an asset, and I think he'll score some good goals throughout the season.
All right, there's too many Y's and N's. I'm going to have to put it as a poll.
It looks about 50-50 from the chat.
I don't know. I'll put it in the poll. 82% of you are happy with the deal, though. This is going to be, you guys are rowdy in the chat.
The
I'm loving
thing is,
it. Right?
for the people who think he should start, which is completely fair enough, who would you replace? Who drops out the starting lineup for JWP to go in?
All right, and what are you saying on him? And then would you start him?
Absolutely not. I mean, he's nowhere near our starting 11. Nowhere fucking near.
Is this just because you got beef with Lawless on it?
No, I didn't get no. I didn't get beef from Lawless. It wasn't beef, was it? I can't even remember it, to be honest. I know he
I
said
tried to
something.
poke him as well. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I did respond to him, but oh yeah, because he said he'd be a starter for us, didn't he? Definite starter.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about James Ward-Prowse is there's a lot of hype about him because of his undoubted free kick quality, right?
Yeah.
For God's sake, you can't bring a player into your first team because he can take decent free kicks. Having said all that, a loan's not too bad, I suppose. I mean, I totally don't give a shit. I mean, he ain't going to get in the team anyway, you know, or he shouldn't do. He's not got the qualities that our other midfielders have got. And not only that, I read through an awful lot of West Ham tweets, and a lot of them were saying, "Oh, sad to see him go. He's a good player, a good bloke." Well, I don't give a shit about good blokes anymore. We've had our fill of good blokes. You know what I mean? Or you know, he always tries and all this lot. Yeah, okay, great. But a lot of them were saying, "Fantastic, get rid." He's not scored a single free kick for West Ham, evidently. For all this fantastic, brilliant free kick taker, he didn't score one free kick for West Ham. And not only that, they took him off corners as well. So, really? We're that bothered? We need him, do we? For me, we don't need him.
Do you think it's got anything to do with Danilo being injured? Because obviously we're now midfielder down. Yeah. I think he's a good replacement for a loan signing.
Yeah, listen, let me make it clear. I'm not dead anti it. I'm just not impressed by it. We'll see. He can come in, he can sit on the bench, we can bring him on late in games. Let's see how we go. But personally, for me, I've seen James Ward-Prowse probably as much as most people do, which is a couple of times a year, right? He's never impressed me. I've never looked at him as a dynamic midfielder, gets stuck in and sprays the ball about. A lot of the West Ham fans are saying he always passes the ball sideways or backwards, which is not what we want. A lot of the West Ham fans are saying he slows the attacking moves down. That's definitely not what we want, because I would say probably our best attribute is the speed of our attacks. If you get something, I mean, we say this about Ryan Yates, don't we? He's a good player, this, that, and the other, but he slows our attacks down. Now, we don't want another one like that slowing the attacks down. So for me, I'm okay with it because it's not costing us anything. But
I'm not with you on this, Sam. I wasn't.
That's fair enough. I'm sure there's loads of people that aren't with me on this.
Yeah, no, but I was with you until it was a loan signing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not against it because it's a loan signing. I'm not against it. I'm just not massively.
Okay, Ward-Prowse is officially at the ground. He's smiling away. Does look like a nice guy.
He's just turned on FFTV and thought, "Fuck this! I'm going back to West Ham."
Yeah, and then he saw Jason Lawless and he turned back.
I'm talking in the dressing room and the squad and all that. Like, you know, he's supposed to have a good voice in there. You know, so
yeah, but my point on this is like loan deal. But then when you look at his attributes, yeah, we haven't got great passes in that midfield, right? We haven't been able to dominate midfield. I think he's an 8. There's quite a few in the chat are saying he's a 6, and he would replace
10. I've heard him referred to as a 10.
He's not a 10. He's not a 10.
No, I know that.
He's not a 10. I don't. Just put where you think you would play him, chat. Or should I do another poll? Michael, we can get through some polls today. Is he a 6, 8, or a 10 for you guys? For me, he's an 8. What would you say, Ant?
Yeah, I'd say 8. Yeah, he's definitely not a 6. Definitely not a 6.
I'd agree. He's more like he's not a cam, but he's a centre mid who wants to go forward, a bit like, you know, an Anderson, a Dominguez, for example. He's not really a Sangari and a Yates.
He hasn't got the pace. I don't think he's pacey enough to do that kind of box to box role. He's almost like a luxury player. He's almost like a luxury player.
This is what I'm saying about if you're a goal or two up and you've got 20-30 minutes to go. I think he's a perfect type of player to bring on. And at the end of games,
then.
Yeah, but at the end of games as well, when teams are down and they're desperate, that's when most of the fouls happen. And if you've got James Ward-Prowse,
the last time we were 2 or 3 up.
This season we'll be cooking. We'll be cooking.
We're going to be cooking.
We're going to be. If we get a striker as well, we will be solid this season.
Okay.
If we do a like count, there's nearly 2,400 people in here.
Crazy numbers.
Also,
we've got some super chats. Go on,
I was just going to say regarding super chats, if you want to buy Ant a home shirt because he's being tight and he's only bought the away shirt, then get your super chats in.
Oh, poor old Ant. Poor old Ant.
He's going to get changed. He's going to get changed.
He's got the Hoka. Was it with the £2? He says yes all day long to him. Thank you so much for the £2, bro. AKB1 with the 4 months. Thank you for the 4 months. And Sanic with the £5. Thank you so much. Because why did Newcastle want Newcastle when they got good? Why did Newcastle want Newcastle when they got Gordon, for Christ's sake? Arguably one of the better young attackers in the Prem. They don't deserve him. I think he means why did Newcastle want Elanga? That would make more sense, yeah?
Yeah, when they've got
okay,
Gordon.
You threw me with your double Newcastle in there.
It's a different type of player, isn't it? People like Elanga's pace.
It's on the other wing as well. Like, good. The thing is, they've got Barnes as well, and I rate Barnes. Barnes is decent.
I do.
Yeah. So I think they've got two left-sided heavy there.
Well, but thank you. Also, the rumor is that Gordon's going to Liverpool at some juncture.
Yeah, there's been that floating, hasn't there? That happened last window as well. But thank you so much for the £5. Really appreciate it. I get your point. On it, but that's why. Leicester rejected, or do you mean Leicester are rejects, mate? So on Ward-Prowse, then the reason I would start him, I'm not gonna lie, the bias about free kicks and corners does come into mind for me. Like when you think back to the 4-3 match when we beat them, he was pretty much carrying them on his back with his corners. Yeah, we were so bad at defending those.
But you look at the game the other day. Sosa was fantastic with his set.
Yeah, that cross.
So we have got 4 or 5 new signings, and we don't know how good they are, but they might not be quite the same level. But we will have players somewhere in the team who can take a decent free kick.
Yeah, but he can pass the ball as well. My biggest concern with him is his lack of pace. And at West Ham, he was being played in some weird positions as well. And Moyes been shoved out on the left, on the right. He wasn't being used in his proper position.
It depends on the opposition, doesn't it, and how the game's going. I don't know. For me, he's not a starter. My 6 and 8 for me at the moment, based on what I've seen, are Sangare and Anderson. I think they're the best pairing, and I think they've been brilliant in the game so far. But look, I'm very glad that JWP has joined. I am the new interrupting superstar. I'm just trying to wind down up. But I'm glad he's joined. But for me, he wouldn't be a starter. But I think he's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's exactly what we need for the way Sangare and Anderson almost combine is brilliant, because you've got Sangare who can control and defend, and you've got Anderson who wants to break away, go down the middle, play the balls out left and right. And I think that kind of juxtaposition, if that's the right word, it's probably not. I think that works really well.
Okay. And let's talk about the striker situation, because everyone in the chat, I'm just seeing striker. So for those of you, again, maybe coming in late, haven't caught up with any of the videos, yeah, I would do that. I would do that. But with my boy, or my ex-boy now, Omar Marmoush, right, who looked like it was going to happen. Forest were within a couple of mil of agreeing a fee with Frankfurt. And then not only did the talks break down on the fee, but he then goes and decides to post a video of himself in the stadium, freaking Alex Moreno style, telling the fans how much he loves them and how their messages meant so much to him over the last couple of days. And that's collapsed. So we've had that collapse. We've had Giménez that we've been trying to goddamn do certain favors to get him in. That's collapsed. We had Eddie Nketiah not coming. That collapsed. What is it with Forest and strikers, man? Are we in trouble in the striking department here with just Wood and Taiwo, who's both of their injury records are shocking? Like, do we need a striker in these last couple of hours?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we can't rely on Chris Wood and Taiwo, can we? From a physical standpoint, we can't rely on them. You know, we're all thinking at some point both of them are going to get injured. And then where are we? So I think we've all said from day one that we need a striker, and I am absolutely staggered we've not got one. Now, it appears that we've been in for plenty, but what I would say is, if we're being refused by players, then that's down to the negotiating. That's down to the negotiating team, because Nottingham Forest are a renowned historical Premier League football club who are on the up. I think if you show the project to any up and coming young striker and say, these are the players we've got, these are the players we've brought in, this is what we intend to do, that should be exciting. So I do worry about what we're doing to miss out on these players. There's obviously got to be something there, because it's not just one or two, is it? It's several. So that is my concern, that we are not. And I've always been such a massive believer in Mr. Marinakis, thinking if we want a player, Sangare, don't care who it is, Mr. Marinakis will go in and sort it. That doesn't seem to be happening this summer, does it? So that's
but I mean,
striker. Yes, we do need a striker. I mean, I think everybody knows we need a striker, but there are very few out there. I look at what's available now, because a lot have gone. And I think I'm not really that excited. I mean, I know you like Jonathan David. I'm not a massive fan. I've mentioned earlier.
He's not on my list, Dan. I'm just saying now with what's there.
Yeah, I know, but this is it. Are we going to get desperate and buy somebody that's average? You know, I thought that with the money we've got and the situation we're in, we were beyond the stage of scraping around for average players. I thought we may be able to go out and get somebody that's established and we know is going to score goals.
That is a good.
I'm a bit worried.
It's a good point, but I think we need, even if, and it's not what I want, but even if we need someone who's just average now, we need to get them in. Because if you look at what happened at the end of last season, where Wood gets injured, the thing is, I just want to answer.
Sorry, Ben. I'll return the interruption now. But we have got players that can play there, even if it's as a false
in theory,
Jota. And I'd rather stick with that than buying another body that we're going to have to shift later on because he's no good.
I understand. I just think having only two strikers is a bit risky. Just to go
breaking news. Sorry, I'll interrupt you now. The floodlights are on at the City Ground, so that will probably be a double reveal coming shortly. We'll share it with you as soon as it comes up. Sorry, Ben, go on.
Arsenal have signed.
Also, sorry, Ben. Another thing, just very, very quickly on your last point, is that there are a lot of clubs in the Premier League who only have two strikers. There are a lot.
Yes, I know, but
you take away the age
of Chris Wood and the injury record. My point is, at the end of last season, Wood got injured, and I think it's because we relied on him so much. I know you'll say they're professional footballers; they should be able to play 90 minutes every week, blah blah blah. But it's a long season for them, and I just want to go back to Chris Wood's number one fan, because I think Chris Wood is really good, but he only works in a specific setup where the ball is coming in from the wing. The thing I don't like about Chris Wood is how he spends a lot of his time sat back in midfield. We've mentioned it before. When Mung Gibbs-White tries to break forward, Chris Wood is often behind him. I think what we need is a pacey and strong striker to get ahead of Mung Gibbs-White, make the runs through the middle. Now, in theory, that could be Taiwo Awoniyi, but he just seems to have completely lost his magic touch. For me personally, I'd probably get rid of Taiwo. I just think he's completely lost it. Yes, he had a good purple patch when he first joined, and he was brilliant. But since his injury, he hasn't done that much, to be honest. I think
just before I bring Ant back in on this one, we got loads of super chats. I need to catch up with them. Forest Mella, thank you so much for the €5. Great window. Appreciate all your effort, guys. Regarding JWP start, best thing is we've got options now. I'm glad you didn't use the word solutions, because if I hear Nuno say that word one more time, man, I swear to God. Thank you so much, bro. Matt with the $4.99. Legacy of Cooper Ball and relegation battles put of 35 mil plus quality strikers need to progress this season, or we rinse and repeat next summer. Absolutely. I think we need to kick on, but I think this striker thing could cause us an issue or two. Dump, what a name. Thank you for the $1.99, bro. Can we convert one of our current players into a striker? That would be Jota.
Essentially Jota.
Yeah.
But then you definitely can't get rid of Elanga. You can't get rid of Elanga.
Well, Thank you so much for $1.99. And Jessica, Chris Wood's #1 fan with the £2 says, could Wood not do it until January? And our boy is back with his 2-year anniversary. Mark, good to see you in the chat. Old catfish himself, man. That makes me really happy to see you back, bro. Hope you're well. And just on Jessica's point here about can Wood do it until January? I get what she's saying, but I would add the stipulation of can you guarantee me his fitness to do it until January? Because he's been out more than he's been in.
Yeah, I think that's the only question. If we knew Chris Wood was going to be fit from now till January and Taiwo would be coming back into fitness and hopefully some sort of form, then yeah, I don't think we have an issue. As I said to Ben a minute ago, there aren't many Premier League clubs that have more than 2 strikers.
Yeah, but
I don't know where we're getting the idea. I don't know where we're getting the idea from, but I do understand it's because of the injury situation. I get that.
One gets injured and then where's your backup?
Yeah, but is that the way they're playing?
When you're in a football club like that, well, we're going to buy another one in case he gets injured. You know, it's.
Well, we did last season. We had Ribeiro. He barely got played, but he was there for cover if needs be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point here is, are strikers that essential? Now, hear me out before you start calling me an idiot, right? But a lot of teams, like if you look at your boys and Arsenal, right? A lot of their goals will come from the likes of Saka. You know what I'm saying? From the wingers, from the number 10s, the 8s, and things like that. And they're playing Kai Havertz as a false 9, who's absolutely crap, but we'll not go down that road. But there's lots of other teams that do that as well. You look at, I don't know, United, right? Their goals, where do they come from? It ain't going to be pizza face. They
don't have any goals. What
they don't have any goals. But in the odd time they score, you'll see probably Bruno Fernandes getting the goal from the 10 role, or that Skeletor-looking guy, Garnacho, or whoever it is. Do you know what I mean? So are we overemphasizing? I'll put this question out to the chat as well. Like, is it as old school as it was when we had like Polymore with Roy just behind him? Or when people are playing 4-4-2, does it matter as much?
Football's changed massively now, but you're absolutely spot on. And yes, Arsenal did score the record number of goals last season without a proper striker. Manchester City, before they got Haaland, scored a record number of goals without a striker. Yeah. So it's not, it's not impossible. Goals need to come from all over the place. As you say, the days of wingers not scoring, just putting the ball in and somebody nodding, they've gone. They've gone. So, now, when you look at a striker now, in the old days, it used to be a striker's got to be a 20-goal a season striker in the Premier League, yeah? Nowadays, I hear people saying, if you can get 15, then that's, it's a good season. You look at how many, you tell me this, a bit of research for the guys in the chat as well. How many Premier League strikers scored 20 or more Premier League goals last season?
Greg Halford.
See what I'm saying? No, seriously though. Do you see what I'm saying?
It depends what you're counting as a striker. Would you count Mo Salah as a striker or a right winger?
I'd call him a right winger.
All right, yeah.
Darwin Núñez is a striker, isn't it?
But we're not talking about right wingers. We're talking about strikers.
That's what I'm saying. Are you talking about out-and-out nines?
Mo Salah scoring 20-odd goals proves the point that you don't need that main striker to get 20 goals. So it's proving the point. So has anybody got the answer? 2. We've got 2 here. I think it's probably about 2. There was Haaland. He got more than 20. Who else got more
Watkins.
than 20? Watkins. Yeah. Who else?
Tony Woodove if he stops gambling.
It still makes a huge difference, though, doesn't it?
Because can you see what I'm saying, though, Ben? People say we need a 20-goal a season striker. We don't, because nobody else has got one apart from those 2 clubs.
Yeah, but if you take out Chris Wood from last season, we get relegated.
There you go. There's another one. Yeah.
The thing is,
get 20 goals. No, you're missing my point.
20 goals, but
hold on. Let me make my point.
If anybody can pick a number out of the air, I can say who got 10 goals last season.
No, 20's always been the benchmark. You know that. Don't be disingenuous. You know that, all right? My point being that we don't need a 20-goal a season striker because nobody else has got one except for those 2 clubs.
No, Solanke. How many did Solanke get? 19. I think he got 19.
Yeah, 20.
He got happy then. You see, Watkins did. Did Watkins?
Yeah, Watkins and Haaland. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Chris Wood got some of his goals under Cooper Ball, so they count as doubles. So he got 20.
As you've said, the game's changing. If you look at the game so far this season, we're desperate for a striker. I think it's obvious. You can
Yes.
see it. Who
Yeah,
cares
nobody's
about
denying
we should
that.
have a 20-goal
Nobody.
striker? You know, I'm
Bring
not
the
talking.
poll results up. You'll see. Nobody's denying that.
Isaac,
Is that
Isaac,
got 20?
I don't know. I'm just chucking it up there. Anyway, we're kind of going besides the point. Look, as it stands now, I've just had an update. There has been no new striker links to Forest. Now, Rob Dorset earlier on, he's outside the city grounds, and I mean earlier on during the day, was saying that Forest were still fishing for a striker. If Forest have not been in contact or got some at least agreements in place on anything, it's getting to the stage now where I don't think a striker is going to come in. And as I said, you've only got 4 or 5 that were available. They ignored when I told them, go for Moukoko, bin off Eddie, bin off Giménez. Moukoko would have 100% come. But anyway, I tried to help him. So, what?
You almost out Cole Palmer. He got 22.
Yeah, but he's not a striker.
That's true.
Yeah,
that proves our point as well. That proves my point as well. Sorry, I'm just proving my point. Isaac got 21. Isaac got 21, so there's 3 then.
Kane went in the Premier League, man. Kane's crap anyway. Arctic Fox 2. Is this a nice troll account? Do we sign without them doing a medical? Yes. So what you can do, you can put what's known as I think it's called a transfer paper in. So anything that gets this late, you can put it in subject to medical, as long as the details are faxed over to the Premier League or the FA or whoever it is, that the intent is there to do it. It can be subject to a medical. And they didn't say, you're right about Lacroix. I mean, now Palace have gone for 12. I'm not going down that tangent. Don't trigger me, so don't trigger me.
Watkins got 19, so we're back down to 2.
So good to see you, Chucker. So yeah, he's gone to Palace. 12 mil. Don't you lot start me on him, please. Okay. Don't you lot start
This is what I want to know.
You know what? I read today, and it made me piss. Because you know I'm not a FIFA player. And I know that you lot pretend to know every player. And when I fucking dig down, it's got off FIFA, right? And it said today, FIFA legend Lacroix joins Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
he's a FIFA legend, mate.
He's a wonder kid.
To play football on the pitch.
Mate, FIFA 19.
You always get it right. You got it. The FIFA scouts are well good.
Yeah, do you know how much money they're paying? All right, hold on. Breaking news. As we said earlier on Jonathan David, utter BS. It's now been confirmed he is not leaving Lille. That's it. He's staying at Lille. He's not coming. And don't say that, man. Look, he's decent, man. He's decent. I would take
Lille for 5 years.
So what? Harry Kane was at Spurs. Harry Kane was at Spurs for 20.
He's at a shitty club in a shitty league, and he still can't get anybody to buy him.
Look at Harry Kane. It took him 15 years to move from that shitty club. So, and he still won nothing when he left.
You can use the excuse of, Arsenal play without a striker. That's why they can't win the Premier League.
Oh,
it's the difference between a point here, a point there, and not getting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Was he talking bullshit? I wasn't listening to him. Was he talking absolute bollocks?
Okay. Just a couple of other things on some other Forest links. So Reece Nelson was linked to Forest over the summer. There was some small links to him this evening. He's gone. Well, he's in advanced talks right now on a loan deal to Ipswich Town. Forest are not involved in this one. Okay. So to bring you guys up to the chat, Estro, that's the exact one I'm talking about. Why people even read that is just beyond me. Anyway, so Reece Nelson is going to Ipswich. Boys, why are Ipswich getting no flack for signing 100 players and spending over 100 million? Little old Forest, we weren't allowed to do it. Why have the rules changed and we just don't know about them?
And people used to take the piss. They didn't realize half our squad was injured or they had to leave. So
they were loanees, mate. They were loanees. Yeah. And Southampton have, by the way.
I think the reason why people don't care about Ipswich is because they're not scared of us. Every team is scared of Nottingham Forest.
That's true.
The Wolves
Wolves
fans are terrified of playing us tomorrow.
Don't jinx it, man. Don't jinx it. Listen, we've got 2,483 of you tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. There's 1,100 of you on YouTube. And like thousands of you elsewhere. Please take a second and hit that like button. Let's have a quick check on the likes. We're on 529, which is not bad. I'll be honest, it's not too bad, but you guys can do better. And don't forget as well, you've still got a little time to get these tickets for the signed Forest shirt as the main giveaway price. Ticket 100, you instantly win the home kit. 200, the third kit. And ticket 225 gives you the away kit that Ant is there glamorously displaying. So if you want to grab those tickets, if you hit the Insta prize win, let us know in the chat. I'm curious to see. The numbers you get when you get your tickets are random, so it's not like it's chronological order. To make sure you do it. Right, Rise, you've brought this up 1,000 times. We'll bring it up once. Would I take Martial or Depay? No and no. Boys, yes, no?
No and no.
Not for me. Not for me.
Okay, we've addressed it. Stop putting it in the chat. Thank you. We are not preparing a bid, Tommy, for Jonathan David. Okay, not happening. Not happening. I'd love it to.
The problem is now, in all seriousness, who is out there that I've heard of in a striking role that we could get?
I mean, and your list stops at Haaland, so it's not like we're gonna go on your list, mate. But are you talking about who there is? Like, yeah, I'll tell you a couple of names that cropped up that weren't too bad. This one's a bit injury prone. I call him Ebola, the Swiss guy who came back, and remember he scored in the Euros and his cast came off, his soft cast came off when he scored and went through. He's a proper tongue chiseled lad, pretty good. His name cropped up.
I've heard of him, but I can't think why I know him.
He's decent. But honestly, the old school number 9s, there's not many. You've got what's left there now. We could go in for Brian Broby, or Blobby as everyone calls him. But his asking price is over 30 million. I do
like him though.
Yeah, but he's football. Keep trying to tell you that Football Prizes tickets have sold out. Have they sold out? Bloody hell, you guys don't. No, they haven't, bro. I'm looking at them now.
That's him, Embolo.
Embolo, yeah. They're still 80, Mark. They're still 80. But with Brian, we know for a fact his agent was in Nottingham about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And there was some initial discussions. We know Ajax are in huge financial trouble. This daylight robbery, very good, very good. Why there's so many Arctic Foxes, man? I mean, Rob's gonna have such a big head when he gets here from his big gym session.
It's all his CNUT TV followers. He's got 3 now.
The CNUT is on his way. What was I saying? Yeah, so he would. I don't think he would cost that much. I think Forest could negotiate that one down to max 30 mil euros. Yeah. But this agent.
Last summer, there were loads of clubs after him, if you remember.
Yeah.
Last summer.
Yeah. And the other one that went, I can't remember where he went today. I think it might have been, I've gone blank on the club. I think it might be Wolves, was Forbes magazine. He's gone. So, the one who used to be at Man City, the kid that we were linked with last summer, he's at Ajax as well. So there we go. So, okay, talk amongst yourselves. So I'm just reading some messages.
Yeah, so basically what we're saying is there's very limited options out there for an established striker, one that we can be confident is going to score goals. The only kind of striker I can see us getting now, if we get one at all, would be a kind of unproven one from an inferior league. We've spent so long buying fucking goalkeepers and left backs and centre backs. We've left it till the last minute, and there are, for my mind, I can't see who we should go for. I wish there was somebody I could get excited about. Say, oh, let's go for him, let's try. Come on, we can do it. But nobody.
Yeah, let just very quickly, let's catch up. I'm getting some interesting messages coming through. I'm just trying to verify them while we're on here.
Fans off then. Jesus.
Jacka with the $2. Thank you so much. Huang and Dennis staying as backups. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Remember, there are still some other markets that will be open post today and loan deals and things like that. So they may.
I'm a little surprised. Oh, sorry, mate, go on.
Yeah. All right. Let me just catch up on these. Andy with the £5. I'm actually shocked. I'm agreeing with Ant on most things tonight. Andy, how much have you had to drink, man?
It's Friday night. So.
Appreciate the £5.
The therapist is.
Oh my, becoming a member and with the £10. Fuck this deadline day. Just close it now, he says. And then he's gone and gifted 5 as well. Oh my, you're an absolute legend, bro. Thank you so much. If you got a membership from Oh my, show him some love. Oh my God, Geordie Toon got it. That is ridiculous. Relegation battle got it as well. Congratulations to Jonathan, Craig, and to Sophie and Bella. So make sure you show Oh my some love in the chat.
I think we should do live on air. This is not planned, but we'll be at the Forest ground tomorrow before the match. I think we should do a giveaway. I've got an unworn Danilo shirt from last season, size large, brand new, still got the label on it. We'll have to think of a competition during the stream, but let's.
Why are you giving it away? He's going to be back, you know.
We'll give something back to the viewers of FFTV.
Holy crap! There's a new link in.
Don't say Akpom.
No, I don't know who it is.
No, it's not quite that big, Simon. But...
I'm getting messages of someone from Denmark. I don't know yet. All right, this is why this is hard to do on live and easier on a video. I can just compile all my stuff together.
Get your ideas in the chat for how
we've been linked to somebody, but you don't know who it is.
Yeah,
the Danish.
Incredible journalism. This is. And here on Sky Sports, we hear that Newcastle United.
I haven't got a name. I haven't got a name. Someone coming from Denmark. Okay, so I'll keep you posted. Like honestly, my phone, man, I've got it's like a cipher. I've got to put it together. It could be someone Danish. It could be someone. Chat. Anyone you like from Denmark. Let me know. Check Romano. What's Romano saying? Okay.
That's a good idea, Omar. That's a good idea. Thanks for the
shout him out for it.
1,000 likes, and we'll give away a Danilo shirt tomorrow at the City Ground.
Okay, hold on.
Make them work for it a bit, lazy sods.
Okay, so Romano's just tweeted medical ongoing for Ward-Prowse at Forest. We already knew that. Romano, stay up to speed. Thank you so much, Oh my, for the £5. As he says, 1,000 likes will do a giveaway. Chris with the £2. Noel Edmonds spotted on Trent Bridge. Fingers crossed. With his mate, Mr. Brobby. I would take that, mate. And Phil said, seriously, you think Cotton On? You gotta have that knowledge. And Phil with the £2. Whatever you do, don't panic. Danes are calling. I'll keep you posted. Okay, it's from someone I really trust. So
perhaps the Danes are calling to take Dennis or somebody.
All right, talk amongst yourselves. I just got to figure this one out. All right, I'll be right back. Can you guys move on?
All right, I'll have a quick word. I'll have a quick word about this new defender we've got.
Yes, we haven't even talked about him. All right, I'll be right back.
I like him. I'll tell you why I like him, because A, he's Brazilian, and B, he's been brought up through the Portuguese system. He's been there since being a young boy. So normally those kind of players, if nothing else, are really technically capable, which is what you need as a defender in the modern game. I've watched the normal sort of YouTube highlights that everybody has to watch, and he's a big lad. I mean, he's a big lad. It's like Murillo, but 6 inches taller. Yeah. And he does tackle on the front foot, which I like. One of the things in modern day football that winds me up is when defenders are backing off. So a player picks a ball up 40 yards out, and they back off. And then they have to make the tackle at 20 yards out. And I always think, why don't you make that tackle at 40 yards out? That way, if you do screw up, there'll be somebody behind you to help. So I like the fact that he tackles on the front foot. And from what I've seen, and it is only YouTube highlights, so take that for what it is. From what I've seen, he looks a good player. And I quite like the Portuguese league for providing players. We've had a lot of, not we, but the English game has had a lot of good players come out of Portugal. So I'm quite encouraged by that. I don't think he's coming as a starter. I think he's coming as backup.
That's the main point. That's the main point, Mark. He's good on
well,
who do you think in what what number in the lineup do you think he comes in? Because obviously
he's a left footer, isn't he? He's a left footer. So obviously you're looking at a backup for Murillo there, I would say.
So you take Bolly out of the equation?
Well, we've got to see
Nuno's
how the
got
guy
some hard
plays.
decisions, hasn't he?
We've got to
Nuno's
see how
got
the
some
guy
hard
plays,
decisions.
haven't we? We've got to see how the guy plays. Obviously, it's about, I think he's 23 or something.
Sorry,
like that.
boys. Sorry to interrupt you, Ant. Okay, so I've got a little more. There's a flight arriving in Nottingham at 9:29.
From Denmark.
Coming from Denmark, a place called Aalborg, Aalborg, which has a present for us.
Oh, really?
Watching
For FFTV.
What, striker? Super League.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. This is why these streams are so fun, because they're live, breaking news. Any ideas, chat? Any ideas on this?
We can find
From
out.
Aalborg.
I don't know if it's it's the planes coming from there. So I don't know what clubs are around there.
Jorgensen. That's my guess.
No, he already plays for Chelsea, doesn't he?
Jasson.
Hmm?
I'm just reeling off the names of Danish players.
The flight is now over Northampton. It's not far at all. It'll be landing in the next few minutes.
I googled the football club which was next to that or nearest to that airport, and it's called AAB Fodbold, and their strikers are hang on a second, I lost it now. Their strikers are Matthias Jorgensen and Andres Jasson or Jason.
Okay. Aalborg is a team, evidently.
Nicholas Helenius and Kelvin Pierce John. I mean,
I'm gonna get one of my guys on there.
Let's settle
down. There you go.
Let's settle down, because I can't get excited about a flight coming from Denmark. I'm sorry.
It might be freaking
this guy.
Unless it's a connecting flight. It might be a connecting flight from a country that plays proper football.
Maybe it's not. It's a private plane. It's a private plane, so it's one of them ones. I'm looking at it now.
There you go. Rob's third brother's checking flight radar.
I've got it up.
What? I'm not surprised Rob could do that and would do that. He probably sits here watching them all day.
What do you think I'm doing right now? What do you think I got on the other monitor?
I wanted to go to sleep earlier because I was so
You know what?
On
Somebody
Twitter,
could be making a bit of a dick out of you. You realise that, don't you?
Huh?
Somebody could be making a bit of a dick out of you. You realise that, don't you?
No. What you think? You think it's just some random person? No. Okay, wait. Let me just.
Send me a
hang on a second. 4 hours ago, Conrad Harder. That sounds like a dodgy name, but Conrad Harder, potential deadline day move to Nottingham Forest, Danish wonderkid. Maybe it's him.
Okay.
Let me read more into it.
Go on, have a look at that.
Forest have made it clear that they want to sign a striker by the end of deadline day. Eddie Nketiah, blah, 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 blah. Wait, let me scroll
There you go. Matt's got it here as well. Shout out to Matt with the $4.99.
Throughout his career so far, Harder has been utilised as a centre forward. However, he's also been used sometimes as a second striker. He's from the outskirts of Copenhagen in Denmark. He's a 19-year-old, 1.8 meters. It doesn't say too much about him. It says he's only played for the Danish side, I don't know how you pronounce that, Nordjylland. And he's rose through their youth ranks to become a first teamer. Some of his stats, he has pretty impressive stats since making his professional debut in 2022-23. He's made 40 appearances for his club. In the youth system, he had a very impressive record of 27 goals in 24 games, which is pretty impressive. Talking about last season, he picked up 2 goals and 2 assists in 6 appearances. Conrad.
Okay, that does not excite me, but he's coming in. Matt, thank you so much for doing the detective work as well with the $4.99. Deze, thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate it. Rowan, thank you for becoming a member, bud. And Sai says, look up Ori Oscarson. Please be him from Copenhagen. Thank you for the 22 months, bud.
It also says that previously, this club, however you pronounce their name, accepted a bid from Brighton for 20 million euros, but obviously it didn't go through.
Yeah, but this is why we love this stream. It's
The Evening Post are putting out that Forest are in the lead for Nuamoa.
The Leon one.
Yeah. Now,
And
we
it's
obviously
even-
have a very good relationship with Leon. So, with a bit of luck, we'll be able to swap him for Dennis. You never know.
Yeah, but the Evening Post, I love Sarah, but the Evening Post, they're just like,
I know.
just retweet.
They're normally way behind. And they do tend to repeat themselves.
That was from a website, by the way, called Nottingham Forest News.
What? Wait, what's his first name? Harder. I'll need to look into
Conrad Harder.
There you go. That's why you tune in to us, guys, because we give you that inside intel. So this plane is about to land. It's just coming over Leicester now. Get very close.
I'd turn around. You don't want to go there.
Estimated time 9:39. So it should land in about 9 minutes. Conrad Harder. That's the one.
Conrad Harder.
That's a great name.
That's not his name. That's not his name, Chuck. It might be his nickname, but we don't know yet.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves again. I just want to check something else out. I'll be right back.
Harder would up top if you played 4-4-2.
Yeah, it started already. It's not even landed yet.
We've got to think of a competition. How many likes are we on? Let me get the like count up. Tomorrow, what time are you getting to the city ground, Andy? Did you say about 2:00?
Yeah, about 2. Yeah.
So we'll be in the.
If anybody wants to meet up, we'll be outside the exec box entrance, which is opposite the fan park, next to the fan park.
Yeah, and we'll be giving one of the viewers tonight effectively a brand new Danilo shirt from last season, size large. We just got to think of a competition now.
No, I thought we said that.
1,000 likes, yeah, but then we've got to find out how to give it away.
It's 1,000 likes, and then we create a competition. Yo,
here he is.
1,000 likes. Oh, so I heard
it's
about
so right.
How you doing, guys?
We're on 645, so we need another 300. What's that? 355. 355 more likes to give away a Danilo shirt tomorrow.
Oh, who's giving it away?
There's nearly
below, mate.
There's nearly 2,700 people in.
Oh, help if I bought my mic near my mouth.
That's better.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I've been
nearly 2,700 in the building.
Yeah, 2,700 in here, and I can't even remember what I said about the likes.
Evening all.
645.
Thanks for a shout out, guys. But yeah, where's Wolfie gone? Is he checking up on something?
He's checking up on Danish.
Just driving up to East Midlands Airport to see this mystery player.
Is he really? Well, I think we're close.
Anybody speak Danish?
He doesn't even live in the Midlands, man.
Wait,
pull your mic up, mate. I can't hear you.
I think we're close.
You've turned it off now. You've ruined the professionalism of this podcast.
It's going so smoothly.
Oh God!
Wait, do they speak German in Denmark? Surely, hang on a second.
No, they speak Danish.
Danish.
There's a language called Danish.
That's what I just said.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Did he just
say? What are your thoughts?
As
what are your thoughts on the fact we haven't got a striker yet, and there's an hour and a half to go?
Yeah, well, that would be the biggest disappointment, because I think I'll go back to saying what Ant said.
You're on mute. We can't hear you. Now you're on mute.
Now you've muted yourself. Unmute yourself.
No, you're on. Wait, let me unmute you.
You muted on the podcast, mate. You muted on the cast itself.
Okay. I'm all right.
Yeah, there we go. We can hear you now. We only lost about 500 viewers then, don't worry.
Exactly, yeah. Bless you. No, so this striker, well, this player we linked with, do you know anything other than he's coming from
I've just
Scandinavia?
I've just been reading out an article. It said last season, I think he scored 2 goals in 6 games. But in the youth team before, he scored 27 in 24 games. You know, obviously a youth team is a lot different to...
Yeah, a lot different. Top Premier League.
But apparently he's worth 20 million euros, so he can't be that bad. And he's only 19.
Look him up on FIFA. That's what you normally do.
Let me just go and play a season of career mode, and I'll tell you if he's any good or not.
Load it up and let us know.
We got some more super chats coming in. I don't know where we got to last time. I'll let Wolfie do the ones before because there's so many. But Owen's just put one in. 10
Absolutely.
euros, thanks, Owen. Kind of disappointed we didn't land our primary or secondary striker. The window's been brilliant. Other than people turning us down, we were willing to pay. Yeah,
Well, that was the point I was going to make. So right early on, literally after the last season finished, we were asked about what we thought was a priority position, and I'll contend I said striker, and I still believe, and I can't understand, because the club clearly believe that as well, why it's taking so long. I know there's been so many knockbacks, and if it is over certain players, we're hearing it's like £2 or £3 million difference in evaluation. Why aren't we making that gap up? So I'm really bothered about that. But other than that, I think the transfer window has been absolutely fantastic in every other sense. And I want to talk a little bit about James Ward-Prowse, because I kind of heard what you guys were saying in terms
Before you
of
do it, sorry, just a quick
on.
other. Sorry to interrupt you.
Fine.
So Ernest Numa is probably set to go to Fulham. Okay, as we reported earlier, is now a lot more noises coming out of it. This plane is literally about to land in East Midlands Airport as well. We believe it's Conrad Harder. He's only valued at 2 million, so it's not that exciting, I guess. But we'll keep you. I don't know where Cricker's getting 20 mil from, but there. Sorry, yes, interrupt you.
Yeah, so I was going to say about the James Ward-Prowse signing. In so many ways, I think it was a right deal. I think I heard you say earlier that you're happy that it's a loan deal, and I've got to agree with that. I think a permanent signing isn't really something that we should be looking at right now, and we have got loan options available. So we haven't used. I think is he the first loan player we've bought in? Because I can't think of any others that we've bought in on loan.
Yeah.
From our quota that we can have, is it?
No,
yeah,
Alex Moreno.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So really fantastic signing for me, and I genuinely don't think he's going to be a bench warmer. I think he could potentially be a starter for Nuno, because I think it would work in this. He's been brought in clearly as cover for Danilo's injury. I mean, bless him, we don't know how long he's going to be out for, but we hope he gets a speedy recovery. But the way Ward-Prowse played last season, it really frustrated a lot of FPL managers because he was playing so deep. He wasn't playing in the attack. He was playing in an 8, and I heard you guys debating it. I think he can play that 8, and I think he would actually link up well with Sangare in certain games. But he's not the one that will be starting every single game for me. But then I don't think Danilo would have been. I think Nuno has got enough of a mix in that midfield and enough quality. And I'll get on to what my thoughts were of the midweek game. But I'm really impressed. I've got to say, really impressed with the signings that I've seen so far. And I think Nuno's got a real big headache now with who he pairs in that midfield. We're all hoping that Sangare carries on the form of touchwood that we've seen so far of him, and he becomes that player that we believe he can be. But he still needs a regular partner. And I think throughout the season, you will see Nuno chopping and changing that. So that number 8 position, I don't think it's set. There's a set starter, because I think we'd all come up with a different person. We'd all agree that Sangare is the number 6, but I think if you'd asked all of us, we'd all might have a different number 8 to pair him up with. But I would not like.
I honestly believe, Eds, that Danilo was Nuno's number 8. I honestly
believe so, but I still think he would have left him out in certain games. I think he would have preferred other players in certain games.
Maybe.
So I think we're still back to that. And for me, James Ward-Prowse he can start for us, definitely. I think I don't see him just as a bench warmer, but also for set pieces. Now we've gone on and on and on and on about this. We've got so much more height and threat in the box now than we've had since we got promoted. And someone like him who can deliver a ball on a sixpence. We saw it against us last season. It was his involvement that got West Ham with a 4-3 win against us. No doubt about it. So he's definitely got still something to offer. I'm not bothered about the free kicks, but I am more, as in like the direct free kicks, I'm more bothered about corners and other set pieces that he can, without a doubt, bring some quality to us. And
West Ham took him off corners, Ed. West Ham took him
Yeah,
off
which is, I
corners.
think, it was a strange decision, because if you look at their stats after that, they didn't score from set pieces and corners after that. So it was a strange decision. I think he was taken out for other reasons, but the West Ham fans expected him to be a lot further up the field, and he played a lot deeper. If you look at his heat map from last season, he definitely played deeper, which meant he wasn't getting the returns as much. But he's a passer. He's somebody who's got Premier League experience, and dare I say it, he's somebody who's going to really fit into that dressing room, and he's really going to bring his experience to it. He's been in the Premier League for many years. He's played for England as well. You know, he's going to give tips for players like Morgan gives. Well, we can't undermine things like that, you know, what it does behind the scenes. So I think all in all, a fantastic signing. And I do love a Brazilian defender as well. I'm sure you've all spoken about so far, but we need that striker.
To interrupt us.
So come on, guys.
So the plane has landed. So remember, we don't know for sure that it's this player, but the plane has landed. Okay. Now, there are reasons why it may not be him, because Connor Harder has signed a new contract about a week ago. I don't know if it's a loan or if that was a protection contract or if it had a clause in it or what have you. So we can't say for sure it's him, but we know this plane's content is destined for the City ground. Okay, so we'll keep you posted on it. Sorry to interrupt. There's one other thing I got to do. I just got to catch up with the super chats. Did you guys bring them up?
Bless him.
Yeah, thank you, Owen. Anyway, I want to say a personal thank you to Owen and to Tim as well. And I do agree with him. Kind of disappointed we didn't get our primary target. So sorry, yes, carry on.
No, so I mean, in total, I think so far the window's been really exemplary. I think it's obviously as good as a window we've had since we've been promoted, but also as good as a window we've had in decades. You know, in terms of the thinking behind it, knowing what we wanted. The biggest disappointment will be if we do not land a striker, because we're gonna have to rely on the two. But saying that, and this is what I want to go back onto. The midweek game, I was thoroughly impressed, especially going down to that freak goal so early on. The way the players came back in that game, the way we played with an openness and a lack of fear that I haven't seen. And these are all new players who are trying to impress, obviously. And there's certain players that definitely stood out. Moreno, for me, man of the match. Absolute man of the match. His attitude, his quality. Stood him. You could see what we should have got a couple of years ago. You know, he would have made a difference to us without a doubt. Really loved the Portuguese Grealish's appearance, his energy, the way he lifted the stadium, the way he celebrated with the players. You can see he's somebody who's clearly come in and he's mingled with the team. He's really good in the dressing room. We all like him. We clearly like him. And Nuno's got a headache this weekend on who he brings in and he leaves out. I mean, he made wholesale changes. So apart from, it was just Anderson was the only player who's kept his place, wasn't he? And Miguel, I've got to say, initially when I looked at that first goal, I blamed him for palming it into a dangerous area. But on hindsight, it was a difficult save to make. It was also, where were our defenders? You know, they had 4 players in the box ahead of all of our defense. So you got to blame the defense a little bit as well in terms of the rebound. I felt he played really well. He impressed me. The only thing that, and it's a big thing for me, was his kicking. So Isak stood on him several times and it put him off. If they spot that, if the Premier League spot that, every player is going to do that. Look what they did to Turner. You know, when they realised
what he should have done is he should have taken the kick and kicked it into Isak. He would have then got a free kick.
Yeah.
And Isak would have been
he's got to be a bit more street smart, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just a couple of quick updates. Tim, thank you so much for the $4.99, but I saw it and I thought Crypto read it out. I just want to shout out to our boy Michael, who's up in the Derby Dales with the wife celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary. Many congratulations to you both. How Mrs. Topham has survived for 20 years is impressive in itself. So shout out to you guys. Enjoy your time away. And just a couple of things on, and again, let me reiterate, We don't know for sure it's the player. We do know that someone has landed heading to the City ground. Okay, I just want to reiterate that. What we can find out, if it is, I forgot his name now, Conrad Harder. Harder. There was a bid put in him yesterday from Brighton for just under £17 million. So, Crypto, you might have been right with your 20 million valuation. Yeah. So,
that's a lot for a youth player, isn't it?
So I've put this out on Twitter, and basically the Brighton fans have gone apeshit because I think they wanted him. So he's not a player I'm familiar with, so I can't give you guys much information on him. However, if this is the solution, then I unless he's a wonder kid.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 19. I've got some stats for you guys. So he scored lots of goals for the under-19. He broke into Nordjylland's first team. He scored 35 goals in 37 games in the under-19s. And then he started scoring a bit as well in the main team. Just on a side note, nothing to do with Forest, but Sancho is a here we go to Chelsea. Loan deal with obligation to buy. Agreed between the two clubs. He's already said yes to the move, and everything's all in prospect. So Man United fans rejoice. And yeah, as Matt D says, De Silva's 19 years old. So, you know, there's
I don't have a problem with a 19. Can I just point out something here? One player that we could have maybe have gone in for, but is now gone to AC Milan on loan, Tammy Abraham. I would have had him.
We've talked about him so many years, haven't we?
Yeah,
we really have.
But he's gone, the fact is, he's gone on loan.
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah, it's a cheap deal. It's a cheap deal. We now have over 3,000 of you in here across the FFTV network. We've got 1,263 on YouTube. We got 1,794 on X. And if you're the one legend on Twitch, say hi in the chat and we'll shout you out as well. But we're on 700 odd likes. Get those likes up. Please do make sure you're subscribed if you're new. As you can see, I'll be on and off the screen. I'm getting a lot of information. Hopefully Forest do sign a renowned striker. But I'm getting more information in about this. So you've got the boys here. There's going to be a few more joining. Yes, Glenn, how you doing, bud?
How's it going,
Glenn?
And we'll keep you posted all the way through to the deadline and maybe beyond, because deals still can go through. There's one person we need to talk about, and I think there's only one person who can talk about him. And I can't believe it's taken this long for the name to come up. Crypto, Matthew Turner, your mate.
Yeah, I mean, he's finally gone. Thank God.
I'll be right back.
And unfortunately, he's still in this country, which is a shame. But he's gone. He's only gone out on loan, though, hasn't he?
Yes, he will return. He will return.
Yeah, he will return. But he
there's no option, is there?
I'm not sure if there's an option to buy on it. But he needed to go.
Make it an obligation.
He's been just straight loan.
He's been by far our worst player, probably one of the worst players I've ever seen at the City ground. So I'm glad he's gone, but we do need a third goalkeeper. He doesn't necessarily need to be amazing, but you know, you can't travel with a team with only two goalies, because if one's ill, then you have no backup at all. So there has to be three goalkeepers in the team. So who that third goalkeeper is going to be, I'm not quite sure. But Matt Turner, thanks for everything, but you were just not good enough. So I'm glad that he's finally been shipped out.
Yeah, can't argue with that, to be honest, because he just made my ass twitch, mate. I can't watch football like that.
Yeah,
when he's in goal.
With Matt Turner, there was a lot of personal abuse of Matt Turner that I don't go along with. I think he's a really cool guy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
And
he got a lot of personal abuse. It's not his fault that he's dog shit at goalkeeping. People keep paying him loads of money. It's not his fault. You know, cut the guy a bit of slack. Imagine being that rubbish.
I was always going with you, man. I always believed you, man.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's the USA national goalkeeper. I mean, I know the USA don't have a great team, but for him to stay as national goalkeeper, he has to play regular football. Otherwise, he'll be dropped from the national team as well.
Yeah. Where's he gone?
Yeah.
Palace. So he's gonna displace Endo.
Him and Hendo, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Both of them can't kick coffee.
I know somebody posted on Twitter earlier that if you look at his stats compared to Sells, his stats are actually better than Sells. But in reality, we all know that's a lie.
No, how many times do I say to you about stats?
Yeah, stats.
Just be careful with stats.
No, but it's been go on.
No, go on.
No, I was going to say it's been a really good window, apart from what's happening tonight. Because if you don't get that striker in, mate, for me, it's not a failure. We'll rate it. We'll have our ratings at the end of the window. But it's for me, it was the key position because you just cannot, from an injury point of view, and from Taiwo, maybe ability point of view at the moment, you can't rely on the two strikers that we've got. So that should have been key, and it should have been something that was addressed pre-season. So
I think from now until the end of the stream, we should ban the phrase, we needed a striker, because I think we all know that. We've said it about 5
We're getting one apparently, and this Danish dude. So problem solved.
I hope so, because we do need a striker.
Shout out to Dean with the £4. He says, for the future, Wolfie, please add a ticket tape. Oh, you mean along the bottom?
Oh.
Yeah, I can add that on.
Yeah,
I'll try. I don't know how updated I can keep it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
British saying we should just go for Ribeiro at this stage. Why not? I'm so chat. At what time? Get in the chat. What time you think will be linked with either Origi, Akpom, or Batman? Get your times in there. There's still an hour and 9 minutes left of the window. So what time? Yeah, Owen. Again, to reiterate, I don't know it's him. I just know someone's going to Nottingham from there. We believe it's him. Okay, so the plane has landed. He's on his way. We will keep you posted. We will keep you posted. Don't worry, Tom. I've got you on standby. I've spoken to the club. They know you're available. Yeah. I've said to them, if they get Omar Marmoush over the line, I can come and do the Arabic for them. That's not a problem. So we got them covered.
Saying
what's the phrase? What's the phrase? Update, whatever.
Go on. Breaking news.
Breaking news. That's it. I couldn't remember what it was. Breaking news. Colchester United have signed Jamie McDonnell on a loan.
I knew you were going to do something dumb like that. I knew you were going to do something dumb like that. I knew it. I knew it.
It's genuine. He's a Forest player. He's got on there.
Okay. So let's just make sure we've covered off everything that's been happening today. The other one that we haven't touched on is Eduardo Bove or Bove. I don't know how you'd make that Italian sounding because he is Italian. But this was the midfielder whose heart was still in Roma, and he didn't want to leave. So the talk was that he's going to end up at Fiorentina. I haven't seen any confirmation of that. He had a change of heart again this morning because he had a loan deal from Frankfurt, which left the door open for him to rejoin Roma. But this morning, he reconsidered Forest. I was going to say Forest Answorth. He reconsidered the Forest offer. But don't say that, man. Jesse Lingard. No, thank you. So on him, with Ward-Prowse now coming, Ben, do you think that's it? He's a done deal and we've probably lost interest in him. Do we need another one? Bove, thank you, Brett.
I don't think we do. I think because we've heard all along that Nuno likes to have a small team, and now suddenly we've got a really large team again. So he's going to end up having too many players to choose from. I think the only signing we need now is a new striker. We've got
he said it, and
we've got a great foundation. We've got a great backup in each position. Don't forget, you can only have so many people on the bench as well. So you don't want to sign people and they end up sitting in the reserve team. So for me, I would just stop signing people apart from a striker. That's all we need to progress.
People.
Is the squad now strong enough, Ant? Without the S word, are we looking at this team now with the signing of Morato at the back? I was worried for a second that potentially there'd be a late bid on Murillo or something. My asshole did pucker up a little. Jude, thank you so much for subscribing. But is it strong enough? Like, but we remember, Ant, we always say this at the end of the last transfer window, like, oh, what an amazing squad and everything. But looking at it now,
we do
with our goggles off, let's look at this objectively, chat. Like, is this good enough?
I thought before today's signings of Ward-Prowse and Morato, I thought our squad was strong enough anyway. But with the caveat that I also said this last year, and it was a disaster pretty much. So I do believe that we have a squad, a really good squad. For example, I was having a debate with Lawless about whether Ward-Prowse would be a starter or not. He assumes he would be, and I'm assuming he wouldn't be because I have belief in our midfield. So the way I look at our squad is obviously not necessarily the same as non-Forest people would look at our squad. You know, I can't believe that they're putting us down near the bottom, for example. I think, are you mad? But, you know, on the evidence of the last 2 seasons, I can understand in a way. But yeah, in short, I do have belief in the squad without any further additions. But obviously, we need a striker. I love saying that.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah.
Actually, we don't. Actually, we don't need one. It would be nice to have one.
Everyone's on Flight Tracker. Everyone's on Flight Tracker now. The bats are good. Look, not every plane going into the East Midlands is going to end up at the City Ground with their content right. This plane is, I'm working in the background.
There's like viewing posts. There's like viewing posts near East Midlands Airport. There's no one got like a pair of binoculars. Go and see who gets off the plane.
Plane spotters. Right,
Jeff. That's not true, Jeff. You can get a factor 50. It's the lighting. I'll go and turn the lighting off.
And then Mark, right? I love you, bro. But this Raheem Sterling link, I've seen it so many times in the comments. Not tonight, but in general this week. Is there anyone who would take Raheem the Dream Sterling, or is he Raheem the Dream Nightmare? Just before I come to you, and hold on,
I'd
take him if he lowered his wages to 30 grand a week. I'd take him.
I'm gonna do a poll on this.
On loan.
Hold on, one sec. Just before I do a poll, another quick reminder: there's still a few tickets left for the signed Forest shirt with the Insta prize giveaway of the home kit, away kit, and third kit. Ticket 100, ticket 200, ticket 225. They randomly allocate that. If you hit that, you insta win the shirt. The link's pinned in the comments. None of you have said you've hit those, so grab your tickets now. Click on that link that's pinned and let me know if you win the shirt. I want to know who gets what shirt. So go grab your tickets. Okay, so I'm going to put a poll up about this Sterling thing because I want to address it once and for all. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're up to 3,203 now of you beauties in here. Thank you so much for chilling with us. So you're for him, man.
If he were to lower his wages to let's be reasonable, 60 grand a week, and it was a free transfer, I'd keep him, and then in a year's time, I'd sell him to Man U for 70 mil.
Who's this? Sorry, who?
Sterling.
Sterling.
That's
Man U will buy any washed-out old player, so that's what I'd do.
What's Sterling on? Like 250 grand a week or something?
375. 375, I believe. Okay, hold on. Sorry, breaking news. Ernest Newman to Fulham is confirmed. So as we told you at the start of the stream, it was looking like he was going to Fulham. It is now confirmed he's gone to Fulham. This has been a Forest target from Leon. I think we brought him to you guys a couple of days ago on one of the transfer videos, and he has gone to Fulham. So that one is dead for Forest right now. But I liked him. He was really good. Sorry, Ez, you were talking about Sterling. Was it Crypto? I can't remember.
I'll give my just wages-wise, we were discussing what his wages are. And if he's 375, I think one of you guys mentioned, but I know it's about 300k.
315 or 375.
So I can't see him wanting to drop it much. He's in his.
That's why I said, Ez, if you dropped it to something reasonable like 60.
Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, okay. No, but yeah, obviously.
Stipulate that.
Yeah, no, for me, no, I think he's quite a divisive player in the dressing room. We're talking about dressing room harmony and stuff like that. He just seems to come across as that, There's a lot of propaganda why we should support certain players and blah blah blah. I just think he's not really the poster boy for me. He's another Lingard for me in terms of his attitude off the pitch. So yeah, no, not for me. Dressing room harmony is what we need, and I think Nuno's got that. I think he's got some really quality players in it, but also a good mix. So we can see now we've got the Portuguese encampment, and we not just the Brazilians, but the actual Portugal players. And there's a real group there. You got the Afro players playing together. You know, we've got a nice knit in our dressing room, and I think it's all going to take.
So you're saying we can't have any white men in our team, then, Ed? Is that what you're saying?
I think Ryan Yates. You got Ryan Yates, mate. So just shut up. And Chris Wood. So you'll be all right.
Thanks, mate.
It's all right. You're welcome. The token white people, isn't it?
Fucking racist.
Token white player. There's a tax on those players anyway nowadays. But to be fair, like I say, it is a good dressing room from the look of it. And I don't envy Nuno this season with his headaches, because not only in terms of his starting lineup, but also who he puts on the bench and who he leaves off at. But you can't put everyone in the match day squad, can you? There's still a limit to how many you can put on the bench, isn't there? And because so he's going to have to leave certain players out of the squad, and I think he's going to have a real difficulty doing that. But for me, Jota's got to start on the weekend, and I start him ahead of Elanga.
It's a good point, Ed, because we all want players coming in, but there is a limit to how many players you actually want to bring in, because it can unsettle the squad, can't it? I mean, that's whenever I look at when a player's coming in, that's why I always prefer if it's a player coming in to improve the first team rather than a squad player, because the squad, you got to be really careful when you're assembling a squad. You have too many and it starts getting nasty because players just can't get in the team. And with some of our first teamers, I would say each position you've got at least one and possibly two that are like that. They're the men for that job. So anybody that comes in now has either got to be better than them or they're just going to be sitting on the bench.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Players aren't always happy sitting on the bench, depending on where they've come from and what their aspirations are. So
no, but
I do worry about having too large a squad. And as you say, Nuno likes a small squad. I don't know where we are on that, because it gets very confusing this time of the year, because so many going in, coming out, being linked. It's hard to see the actual makeup of the squad. Is anybody going to be left out of that? Is there going to be no room for certain people? Are they going to be left out? And then we've got players on big wages, because all our players are on decent wages. I think Forest are quite a decent paying club. That's why when I see these people like Bove and one or two others that it appears they've turned us down, didn't want to come. I don't think that's to do with us as a club. I think that's to do with what wages we're prepared to pay, how they feel they're going to come to our club. Are they going to get a chance if they come to our club? Because players and agents do this. They look at the team that's there and they think, well, we're not going to get ahead of Sangare. If you're a defensive, if you're a number 6, you're looking at Forest, you're going to think, well, how am I going to play? They've got Sangare there. And similar with other positions in the side. So when players turn you down, people get offended and think, oh, it's because they think we're crap. That's not the case. It's normally to do with number 1, money. Number 2, being able to break into that team as a first teamer. So you're okay if you're 18 and 19. You can perhaps think, oh, I don't mind. I'll work my way in. But the more experienced and established players, they want to come to play. So I think that's where we are with a lot of these situations.
Well, there has to be a wage structure, and we've got to instill that now, because we're still in the baby steps of building this squad for long-term succession in the Premier League. And we're not talking about one season, we're talking long-term planning. So we're still in the early stages of that. And to go too early and break that on a permanent signing, yes, we've done it with our loan signings with the likes of Lingard and Origi over the last couple of seasons. We've offered ridiculous wages just to get them in. But for our permanent signings, we cannot go above that, because what you're going to end up doing is that's what's going to cause rift in the dressing room. That's what's going to cause unrest between players when they realize that this person's getting paid significantly more than me, and they've run a 3-year, 4-year deal. So I'm really happy about, because you can see that was a stance with the Arsenal idiot. We weren't gonna budge, and he didn't. If we'd offered him 200 grand a week, he wouldn't have cared that it was Nottingham Forest that he was coming to. He's just after money. So I'm really proud of Forest for sticking to their guns, because right now we can't.
I think he wanted to stay in London as well, Ez.
Well, that's part of it, but But trust me, if we offered him 200 grand a week, he wouldn't have given a shit.
Oh yeah.
London's less than 2 hours away. You know.
Yeah.
It's the lame excuse nowadays, and they all go to
I
London on the weekend. Anyway.
I think if there were two clubs offering the same and one was in London, he'd just pick the one in London. I think that's simple.
Yeah. But yeah,
Just-
this is the thing. So
just
we
on
got to
point,
stick to our
boys.
guns. Go on.
Just one point. So a thought that came to me earlier about homegrown players. We need 8 in the 25-man squad.
Right.
How many have we got? Chat, how many have we got? Do you know? Man, this chat is killing me with their flight watching, by the way. It's killing me. But yeah,
Like
can we run
preference.
through them? Because I don't. Have we got enough? We must
Okay.
do.
Well,
surely.
I'm guessing we have.
Yeah, we must do. Surely they haven't overlooked this.
Well,
But-
Yates,
No,
Yates,
Williams,
Ward-Prowse,
Williams, Nico.
yeah, Ward-Prowse,
Ward-Prowse,
yeah.
Cho,
Yes.
MG Dub.
No, not Chris
MG
Williams.
Dub.
He's New Zealander.
Yeah, Cho, MG Dub.
Worrell's gone, so he doesn't count.
Have you
Who
said
else we
Yates?
got,
or-
chat?
Have you said Yates?
Anderson,
said
good
Yates.
shout.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Anderson's one.
There's one
Zach
more.
Havertz.
Does Omar Marmoush count because he's Irish? Not.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I think.
Republic,
Oh, I
isn't
know.
he?
He's Irish, isn't he? Not on.
He's
Yeah, he's
Republic,
Republic
isn't
of Ireland. Einar,
I'm
and
not sure.
Einar is Einar count or is he Nigerian?
That's what I'm
No,
not
ain't
sure.
no account because he came through Chelsea's academy, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then
That's
Elanga as well because he came through Man U's
Yeah.
academy. So that's
yeah,
9.
Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're covered.
There's
I mean,
probably one or
obviously
two of us for as well, maybe. Anderson is Scottish. It doesn't matter. It's,
Yeah, as long as
it's
it's homegrown, yeah.
you know,
British.
I mean, you could have a player coming from Timbuktu. If he comes through your academy, he's counted as homegrown.
Yeah. British TTG saying about Abbott. Abbott won't count. Wait, because hold on. How many of those are over 23? Abbott won't count, guys, because he's under 23. So
Yeah.
how old's Elanga? Is he 22 or 23?
He was 22.
What's the
so
cut-off
he-
anyway?
Almost
I think
20.
it's 23. I think it's 23.
23, as old as that.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. Is
I
that
think
right,
so.
chat?
I think he was
Yeah.
22 when we signed him.
I don't know. Someone check. The cutoff's
No,
22.
I mean, what is the cutoff? Is it 23? The cutoff from when you're
It's under 23. I'm pretty sure. So 22, basically. Elanga's 22. All of them are over 21.
Didn't we name in our squad last season though?
No, you wouldn't need to name him. You wouldn't have needed to name him last
You're
year.
under-
But we had like
So,
Worrell and stuff, didn't we? McKenna would have been in that starting squad as well for the first half.
Yeah.
So Elanga's 22, birthday in April. So does 22 count? Well, I can't remember. Yeah, not this bollocks against this, Phil. But no, Richard, I'm 22, so I wouldn't count for the squad. Yeah, I'll double check it. The one you bought after penalty, currently on its way to East Midlands Airport from Iceland. I think it's the other way around. Are we getting a striker? We believe that is Conrad Harder. We've seen him land. I will confirm as soon as I know for sure it's him. But yeah. Okay, so
How come nobody's reporting this Danish link?
because, mate, they don't talk to the people we talk to, mate. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I ain't
And
got.
is their
they
window
ain't-
slightly different? The Scandinavian windows slightly different to the rest of Europe in terms of transfer windows. I
What the
think they
fuck do
are.
I know, man? I'm still trying to figure
They
out how
are,
this dude
bro.
is. Okay, so what we do know is he's had an offer
A
from.
1 year, a 1 year's homegrown.
Oh yeah, he would count, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he
Liverpool's
came through
academy.
Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout.
Okay.
I'm not being
so-
clever. I'm looking
Yeah, but I
online.
think we're covered. Homegrown
We're
wise, we are
covered
covered.
I just had a little worrying thought for a second. That was all. All right, let's catch up with the super chats. Jessica, we're about to talk about Kelleher. Thank you so much for the £2. Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon.
Yeah, well,
Say
we
that
had
again.
him. Ziggy, the beautiful Ziggy, with the 3 months. Thank you, Ziggy. Will the legend with the 2-year anniversary. I swear it's a 2-year anniversary for him every single stream. So-
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
no,
it's not
back.
that.
That comes up every stream.
yeah, he's
got
got a
a new
little
bag.
glitch going on, and he's not telling us how,
Yeah.
right?
He's done something.
And thank you again, Jessica. We will cover Kelleher off now. So we discussed him yesterday on the Forest forum, and the boys on there, Greg, Rob, and Sai, were against him. I like him, and I would take him. So nobody listens to me on this place, Wolfie, says Richard. Richard, what have you said? Like, we'll try, man, but can you see how quick the messages are coming in? Yeah. Chuck it in the super chat if we missed it.
Whoa. Can I just say, it's payday, guys. There's no excuses. We're literally sat here on the Friday. I could have been somewhere else. I was somewhere else. I had to cut it short and come back. But we're here on a Friday night, guys, trying to entertain you guys, keeping you up with the news. Drop us a cheeky super chat. Go on.
Were you auditioning for the part of a snowman at Woolies at Christmas?
I kind of look. I'm more interested to know where Ez was rather than who we're about to sign.
Oh,
I've just told you he was auditioning for a position as a snowman at Woolies at Christmas.
Man's in demand, innit? What can I say?
He's too brown.
I know, but he can put his hood up, can't he?
Yeah, he's very white with that hoodie, isn't he? Anyway, let's talk about Kelleher, because there was movements yesterday. For those of you who missed it, Forest offered 25 mil plus Turner. Liverpool countered it and said, just give us 5 million and keep Turner. And then Forest didn't want to do that. I'm joking. We didn't counter it. That was a freaking tumbleweed moment. But anyway, and then today there was still talks that Forest were going to go after him as a straight cash deal. Now, Turner's gone to Palace on loan, but Kelleher was still on Forest's radar. I haven't seen any new updates on it, so I can't tell you for sure yet. But I like him, and I feel, if I remember rightly from our previous conversations, you're a fan of his. But Greg, Sai, and Rob yesterday were not. So what were you saying to him? Would you take him, and would he come straight in?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, well, you are called out.
I absolutely do rate the guy, but I'm sorry, there's no way I'd pay 25 million for him. We need to strengthen elsewhere. I'm not going to say the word, but we need to strengthen elsewhere. Not only that, we've got two good goalkeepers. One I prefer over the other, but we have two goalkeepers that I'm happy with either of them being in our goal. It's not somewhere where it's not a priority. We don't need another goalkeeper. Well, we do need another goalkeeper, but not at that price. So that's where I'm at. I'd rather that 25 mil was spent elsewhere.
But you like him, yeah?
But I like him, yeah. I think he's a great goalkeeper.
Is he better than Miguel, and is he better than Sells? Let me put you on the spot on that.
Oh, well, we've only seen one game of Miguel, which was extremely impressive. If he can keep that up, he does have his weaknesses, Keller. He's a bit weak at the near post, I understand. No, I don't. I think he's probably better than Sells. I would say he's better than Sells, and he is possibly better than Miguel. But Miguel's all potential for us. For us, he's all potential, and I'd rather keep Miguel than get Kelleher, because I like Miguel and I think he's got, real good potential. So I'd rather, if it meant losing Miguel, then I would say no. Does that make sense?
But Ed, are we having recency bias? I put this to the boys yesterday. Guess where Ed's been and Danilo's shirt, and win Danilo's shirt. That's not a bad shout. And we just had a super chat as well from Raphael.
You'll never get it though. That's the problem with that.
Thank you so much for the £2. He goes, where were you, Ez? Yeah. So firstly, Ez, do you like Kelleher? And secondly, where the hell were you?
Right. Well, I do like Kelleher. But much with the same reasoning of Ant, it's the price tag. For me, 25 is too much. And do I think he comes straight in? When we have had a glimpse of Miguel now, and I think majority of the Forest fans have at least been impressed by him. And that hopefully rubs off onto Nuno as well. And Sells isn't that bad. I don't know why Sells is being
boring.
Yeah, pilloried by some aspects of a fan base, but I think he's a quality keeper. I think he's not the greatest keeper in the world, but he's certainly not the worst. And with everything that's going on around him, the defense is better now. His defense is more organized. We missed key players last season. We've got cover for those key players, and those key players are now the cover. So I'm happy with the way it is now. I don't think our goalkeeper position is that much of an issue. And I think what I'd do is I can't remember the name of our youth team goalkeeper, but he was certainly in and around the squad early on last season. And it was talk of him being in the 25-man squad. Just step him up. I don't think we need to be spending serious money on a goalkeeper right now. It could be something that we'll revisit in in the winter window, but I think right now we don't. I'm happy with going in. If we were going in with 2 keepers that we've got, plus the youth team keeper being stepped up to the squad as a 3rd option, I'd be happy with that personally, at least until January.
Keep talking.
Sorry,
okay,
yeah. People. And I'm going to bring up some of the super chats as well, but some of the chat as well, because, Phil, I'm agreeing with you. Cells is pretty good. I mean, Giant from Brazil could be a great keeper. I want a 20-goal a season striker, and that's what we all want. But the goalkeeper situation, I think the majority will agree that George Shelby was a player that I was trying to think of, guys. Sorry, I switched my alarm off for a second. He's the one that will be stepping up for me as a number 3. So thank you for that, Steve. Cells is fine, as a few of the guys are saying, but we've got a super chat, so I'm going to bring it up from Scottish Forest guy. Thank you, bud. £2 from you. Big up to the FFTV boys. No new keepers, please. I think he agrees. I don't think it's something that we need to be paying too much attention to right now. And Jesse Lingard is available, apparently.
No, thanks. We just had a huge one in as well from the legends. The legend that is Lefty. Much love to Lefty. Love you guys. Best Forest channel out there. Top lads, all of you. Wolfie and Ez Crypto. And not forgetting Rob. Rob will be joining us probably in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yep,
he's showering, shaving, and eating. Lefty, what a guy he is. Make sure if you need any plumbing work in the Nottingham area, he is your man. Full experience. I've been getting tips and advice off him as well. So make sure you get in touch with Lefty. You can find him on Twitter and I think he's on Facebook as well. So what a legend. And Robert with the membership. Thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate it. We got 3,364 of you guys in here. Thank you for chilling with us on deadline day. We are 44 minutes away from it closing. Please don't forget to hit that like. Make sure you're subscribed. And let's just give you all a quick recap of where everything is with Forest. So earlier on this morning, James Ward-Prowse and Morato were both here we goes on Forest. They have now, well, one has completed the medical and one is in the final stage of completing it on my last update. And the lights are on at the City Ground and we're expecting a reveal, no doubt, probably in and around 11 p.m. on those ones. Then moving on from that, Elanga was linked to Newcastle on a straight deal of about £35. An inquiry was made by Newcastle this morning. Forest rejected the offer, saying they would need a lucrative offer to consider it this late in the window, or cash plus a player coming back the other way. There was very slight talks of Miguel Almiron coming the other way with cash, but that never materialized. And that story kind of died as quickly as it came up on that one. So Elanga looks like he will be staying. There was an offer put out for Eduardo Bove from Roma. That offer, we believe, is still on the table, but it's expected that he's going to end up at Fiorentina. And then the other one that Forest were pursuing very heavily was Ernest Numa from Lyon. He's now gone to Fulham, so that one's dead. And of course, in the hunt for the striker, the S word, Omar Marmoush and Frankfurt both rejected Forest. Forest couldn't come to an agreement on terms. I believe they were 2 or 3 million out from meeting somewhere in the middle. And then Marmoush pledged his allegiance to Frankfurt on the middle of the pitch on social media. So that one is now dead in the water as well. And the other one to update you on in terms of outgoings, Josh Bowler has signed with Preston North End on a loan where they will cover, we believe, his wages, and that will take him to the end of his contract and basically make him a free agent. So technically speaking, it's a bit like the Scott McKenna deal. He will no longer be a Forest player at the end of that transfer. And Matt Turner has gone on loan to Crystal Palace, a season-long loan. There's no obligation to buy on that one as far as we believe. And just to give you the figures as well, well, this is a bit of a monologue here, but this is a full update for you guys. Just to Mark, shut up. Just to give you the update on Morato's deal. It was 17 million euros, which is about 14 million pounds, with a 15% sell on clause on that one. So that's the updates as things stand. We know there's a plane landed carrying a package for Forest. It landed at 9:39 in East Midlands Airport. We believe it's going to be Conrad Harder, but we can't confirm who it is yet. As soon as I can, we will. He's a young kid from Denmark. I can't even remember what club he was at. Brighton were interested in him. If this is true, then it looks like Forest may have hijacked this deal, but it could, let me reiterate, be another player. So as soon as we know, we will keep you posted. So, boys, bit of a busy day, but has it been a successful day? Should we catch up on these super chats? A lot just coming through.
Just before we do that, can I just make an appeal to 157 people that haven't yet pressed the like button? That would get us to 1,000 likes. That would be fantastic.
Are we that close?
157 of it, yeah.
Wow. Come on, guys. You can do it.
We're on 842 likes.
43.
You guys can do that.
43,
you guys can
43. 43,
yeah.
843, 843. Yeah. So we're getting there. So do please hit the like button. Let's catch up very quickly with the super chats. Phil, thank you for becoming a new member, bud. I think I may have called that one out. Sharky with the £5. You pillocks. Top lads, up the Reds, he says. Sharky, loving the beard. I think he had a bit of beard jealousy of Greg yesterday, the way Sharky was going on about it. I mean, that was a well-groomed beard Greg's got, I gotta tell you, yeah. Raphael with the £2. Rob Talks Bob TV is coming on. Very nice. Yes, the C-Nut himself will be arriving in the building. Maybe he was the one on the plane. Maybe he was the one on that plane. Thank you so much for the £2. And Lee with the £2. Why is Ez not wearing his Ezpool costume? Baby Ezpool.
Well, we'll have to save that. We'll have to save that for a Halloween members special, mate.
Members, the Zorro one. Thank you so much, Lee. Appreciate it. And Grez Nummits with the $4.99 cheeky in quotes super chat for Ez. Great as usual, guys. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the support and a long-standing member of the channel as well. So, has it been disappointing, boys? This final day, not disappointing, but underwhelming, I guess. Would that be a better word to use? How are you feeling about this final day in specific? We can talk about the transfer window in general in a second.
Final. Go on, Han. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. We need to wait to see what happens in the next hour or so.
Yeah, we need to keep the viewers here, mate.
Yeah, it's an hour and 40 minutes. So there's time for us to get another nice one. Just to, because, yeah, I mean, today, it's been okay. James Ward-Prowse, as you know, not a massive fan myself, but, you know, no, fair enough.
You're a little down on him, man. You're a little down on him.
Yeah, I am, because I've seen him play loads of times, and most of the time he doesn't impress me. That's just me, you know. Other people, obviously.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but
he's not a standout player. He's not a flair player.
If you take away this free kick business, which you know, it's a valid point to have a good free kick taker is you know, obviously another weapon in your arsenal. But if you take away his free kicks, would you really be interested in James Ward-Prowse?
Yeah, but that's like saying if you take away the goals from Haaland, what else does he do?
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not, because he didn't score a single free kick for West Ham. Not one.
So you did. So you did take away the free kicks then.
Well, there you go. So if you take that away,
saying that penalties don't count, mate.
They don't. They don't.
I agree.
They don't count. You know, if you look on things like Transfermarkt and other places that produce stats, you'll see non-penalty goals. You know, when they're doing how many things, non-penalty goals. So,
yeah, we do. Yeah,
because anybody can score a penalty. You know, you're not part of the build-up. You're not part of the you know, the creativity. You're nothing. You're just stepping up to a free kick 12 yards out. I don't judge a player on whether he can score a penalty or not, but that's just my feeling about it. If I saw a player that scored 16 goals, 15 of them were penalties, I wouldn't say, "Oh, what a striker!" You know. Stuart Pearce used to score loads of penalties. I wouldn't say he was a great striker.
What do you think? What do you think of Cole Palmer then?
But Cole Palmer does a lot more than just score penalties.
The majority of his goals last season were pens.
I don't know about the majority. I don't know how many penalties
They were.
he
The
scored last
majority
season.
were. Yeah,
They
he
were.
scored. They got about 8 or 10 penalties, mate. They got a ridiculous amount of penalties last season. Chelsea did.
No, I mean, being able to score a penalty, don't get me wrong, is a skill in itself, right? But how many penalties have Forest got in the last 2 seasons?
Well, we figured out it was
One last year.
season.
Yeah.
One last year.
One. So
And
having
then
a great
2
penalty
the
taker-
season before.
The season
something like that.
before. Yeah. And one of those was in one of the last games, wasn't it? But
So-
he is known as a set piece specialist. So it's obviously something that he really.
I know he is, but he didn't score a single penalty for West Ham.
No,
mate.
I know. But I believe West Ham were wrong to
free
take
kick,
him
sorry.
off. Yeah. But I do believe West Ham were wrong to take him off the corners for sure. But he is. And remember, we tried to bring in a specialist set piece coach last season. Look how that worked out. I can't see any harm in the deal. I don't think he's going to be on huge wages.
It's a loan. I'm not bothered, but I'm not excited by it.
But I think he'll be an impact. I think he'll make an impact, and I think you. Obviously, you praise him when he does something good. I know you.
Yeah,
will,
of course. I want him to be brilliant, mate.
I think he's going to be an under the radar signing for us, and I think he's going to make a key. He's going to make some key contributions.
Okay.
But do you not, boys? Do you not look at it like this, right? That we need a set piece coach. We haven't got one. If Smaranakis and Nuno has gone, screw it, we'll just get the best set piece taken, and we don't need to bother hiring one. Just skip that phase altogether.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the problem is, what if we don't get a free kick in an area where you can score from? You're just going to carry a player for the whole game.
No.
We might get a free kick.
He's a great passer of the ball, man. His back passing range and his passing.
It's all fallacy. You look at West Ham. You look at West Ham. He passes sideways. He doesn't thread balls through and stuff.
I don't agree. I think there's a few. I don't know. I've seen a few comments from West Ham fans saying that, but from what I saw of him last season, when he did play for them, he was a key player for them, and I don't think he was a negative sideways player. He was a lot deeper.
They've sent him out on loan.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's
they've got other players, haven't they? They have got more quality in there. We've seen the signings they've made this season. Go on.
We've just had a couple of big super chats in. I just want to give them the love there. So Andy with the £10. Thank you so much, Andy, mate. That's way too generous of you. Man. Thanks for an entertainment and informative evening. You guys kick ass. Come on, you ass. Sorry, he's right. Come on, you Reds. Andy, you're an absolute legend, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jessica with another £2 says someone should run to the city ground with their binoculars. Jessica, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got you covered on that. Thank you so much.
I don't know what Crypto's doing in bed, because he can see the city ground from his flat.
Yeah, he can.
He should be out with his binoculars, mate. Never mind in bed.
Bless him. He's been up since 5 this morning, hasn't he? So he's had a long day.
Bless him, man. What about me? I've been.
No, I know. But you're a legend, mate. You can do it.
I just don't sleep.
You are a legend.
Can't wait till
what about me? I'm 79 years old and I'm still up.
He 79'd you off yesterday, mate.
Omar with the £2.
It's my birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Told you it's payday.
Oh, yeah, it's 31st tomorrow, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
We get some happy birthdays in the chat for Anne.
Don't embarrass me, don't.
Let's embarrass him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have mentioned it. He wanted to be embarrassed.
Let's buy him something. Come on, guys.
Because they'll all spoil it by saying happy birthday, you old git, and stuff like that. So they'll spoil it.
Don't try and preempt it to stop them from saying that. Omar with the £2. 22 likes away from that giveaway. Hit that like button. We'll be giving away that Danilo shirt. Is that what Crypto said? Tim, have a good night. Tim, you've made it this far. The window closes in 32 minutes. Tim, soldier on. Thank you so much for the one. You can do it, Tim. You can do it. Right. And yes, there's the happy birthdays are flooding in. And yeah.
On, guys.
Shall I ask the question then? Shall I ask the question?
You can ask it. You're not going to get a reply.
No. Shall I ask the chat the question? That's even worse.
Because you know what they'll be like. 79 soon and 25 tomorrow. I like that one.
Chat. How old is Ant gonna be in an hour and a half's time? Get your guesses in the chat, right?
You what my brother's put, and to be fair, I've made that joke loads of times about waking up. Yeah. Anyway, no, there's a story behind that, but we'll save it for a members. We'll save it for a members stream about that.
Ant woke up at the crack of dawn. However, dawn.
Dawn's his ex.
Oh my god, man! I don't know which ages you do like or don't like. Oh, I can't. All right, you guys are moving this way too quick, man. I can't keep up. There's some 27s, 18. Sai saying 63. If Wolfie's 22, Ant's probably 17. What are you saying, man? What are you saying? What are you saying? How can you say that? There's 65. You know what? I can't. You told me once, and I can't remember what it was.
I know I let it slip once, but I did swear you to secrecy on it.
But I honestly forgot what you said, man. It was that big a number, I couldn't remember it. Phil, with the 100,000 IDR and what's that?
Indian rupee? Would that make sense?
Is it Indonesian? I think it's Indonesian, isn't it?
Could be rupiah. Yeah, it could be Indonesian rupiah. Yeah.
Phil, wherever it is, it's way too generous. You are an absolute legend.
If it only works out at 20p, it's not.
It's still too generous. We just appreciate you guys chilling with us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Phil.
Indonesian rupees, bro. You didn't ask me what it was. It's Indonesian rupees.
You weren't there.
Rupiah, not rupees. Rupiah.
Oh,
no, it's not rupiah.
It is rupiah. RUPIAH. I've been to Indonesia. I've spent hundreds of thousands of rupiahs.
I've sold that currency. We never called it rupiah, man. We called it rupees, man.
It is. Right.
We might. Okay.
Anyway, the point is, thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate it. How do these two find something to argue about over nothing? Honestly, it's ridiculous. Right, I need to go. What?
No. Well, you need to go. I need to go as well. But carry on. You go first.
Well, I don't need to go. I just need to check on some of these updates on the messages I've had. It's a $5. Thank you so much.
You did a crypto, mate. We can't see it.
I know. Okay. It is rupiah. He's right. It's rupiah.
Right. No, it's okay. We don't call it rupiah. No, I didn't say that. We don't call it rupiah.
Come up. Wait, why is it not? Why is Chockers not in the list?
I did see Chockers because it was obviously in Aussie dollars, wasn't it?
I'll dig it up. I don't know why it was. Can you see it on the list? It's not coming up.
Yeah.
No,
I've got it. There he is. Apologies first, Chaka. You know we still love you. With the $5 Australian. Perfect team, he says. Areola, Willie Woodburn, Shitu, Gunsbutt, Windows.
No, don't read it out. Don't read it out.
I have to. He paid. Van Wolfswinkel and the sub Seaman.
And incidentally, Australian gold.
Dull hairs. Anyway, we're derailing here. Let's get back onto the subject of the transfers. So, Sky's still reporting that Brighton in talks for Harder. Again, we will say, as we've said before, we don't know if it's the player. We just know what's happening. I will give you the update. However, what I will say about Sky is Sky don't usually say anything until the shirt is lifted, right? So that's the one thing I would say. SJB, if you just click on the $sign at the bottom of the chat, or you can do ! donate. Either one will work. Thank you, bro. So, it's have you found that with Sky, Ant? Like the reports have all come out, and then like 3 hours later they start flashing the yellow breaking news and stuff.
Sky used to be the people that you went to, but now they're just tapping merchants. They really are.
Yeah, retweet us. We're on 999 likes. We've
1K.
hit the 1,000. We've hit the 1,000.
Come on, 1K.
You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing.
Guys.
What did Crypto say? He's giving away the Danilo shirt.
Yeah.
How did he say he's giving it away?
He said if we hit 1,000 likes, it set a competition. But he was saying that they need to come down to pick it up tomorrow from the ground. So I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, we
did
need
he say how they enter the competition?
Could have 5,000 people attacking him saying, "I want that shirt." So,
but did he say how they enter the competition?
No, he didn't say anything more about it. So we need to think of a competition, and
he's gone to sleep. And he's gone to sleep. And he's just left us to deal with.
He left the mess for us to clear it up. Yeah.
All right. What I'll do, I'll set up a community post. No competition. Like Greg says, he just bailed and went to bed, man. It's typical Crypto. If he's in the chat, someone block him. Yes, we did read your super chat out, I believe. Where was it? Where was it? Oh my god, there's been so many coming. Was it the super sticker or the super chat? It's not coming up. What's going on? You lot have broken our super chat bit. Just while I'm looking for it, Raphael with the £2. Happy 150th birthday, and he says, Ant would love to live to 150. He really would. Andy, thank you for the 8 months. He says, happy birthday tomorrow, Ant. Same day as me. Happy birthday to you, Andy. You look a lot younger than he does, 100%. Will's been straight on it with the £10. Will, the man. He goes, just watch Conrad Hardon's saying YouTube highlights from 2024. Really hope we are signing him. He's a baller. Left foot, right foot, and headed goals and scores from outside the box. Emoji, FFTV, guys. Much love. Thank you so much, bro. What I will say is don't rely on YouTube highlights, man. Like, that's not really the way I would recommend. Like, obviously I'd recommend watching, but you can't watch everything. But yeah, we'll tell you on the ones we do know. Obviously, we don't know every single player, but between us, we do cover a lot. And then we've got mates who watch those leagues as well, which we'll bring on to the shows and things like that. So, I can't find that super chat. I'm really sorry. I don't know where it's disappeared. But let me thank you all the same for the super chat and apologies. It's not coming up. So
if you just send in your comment, we'll keep an eye out for it.
Put in the comment and we'll bring it up. So what I'm gonna do, because we've hit 1,000 likes, Crypto's giving away a Danilo shirt with the number 28. Is it the yellow kit? Yeah, the away kit. Was that the one?
Yeah, the yellow one.
Okay. What I'll do, I'll set up a community post. Just go to the community post in a second. Give me like a second to set it up, right? And then just write something in there. Just put happy birthday, Ant, right? That's all you've got to do. And Ant will feel like he's really popular. So to win the Danilo shirt, and the added thing is you need to be going to the game tomorrow, okay? So to win it. So to win the Danilo shirt, make sure you are going to the Wolves game and just write happy birthday, Ant. I'll put any happy birthday, Ant, in the comments on this post. All right, that is now live, and then Crypto can deal with it. Okay, so
sorry, just to clarify, we'll be stationed outside the executive box entrance, which is just adjacent to the Forest fan zone. That's where we'll be from. Well, I'll be there from 2 o'clock. A few others will be there from 2 o'clock, but Crypto, I think, is getting there at 2:30.
Sorry, I've just got. Hold on. I found your super chat. Thank you with the £5 saying, keep the great work up, lads. You're a legend. Thank you so much. No, not in this chat. In the community post, right? I knew they would do this. I knew they'd do this. Crypto, I'm going to kill you. All right, I'll pin it to the comments. If you want to win the Danilo shirt, because, well, why would you not? It is now in the comments.
It's tagged and everything.
Huh?
I say it's a new shirt. It's tagged and everything.
It's brand new. It's brand new. So
Crypto couldn't get it over his arm, so it's not his. He's not worn it.
So there you go. Just put happy birthday, Ant, in there, and we will pick a winner. Remember, you need to be going to the game, and I'll get Crypto to pick a winner for you guys. Okay. So what we're expecting to happen now is there should be some videos coming out from Forest to confirm JWP and also to confirm I was going to say Murillo. That was last year. Who was it? Morato.
Another M. Another
M. We can literally play a whole team of M's. All right, you lot, stop being nice to Ant in the chat, right? It's not his birthday yet. You carry on being horrible for another hour or so to him, right? If we're even still live. Martin with the 199 saying happy 79th birthday to Ant and the 1K likes. Come on, you Reds. Thank you all so much for making sure you like. And Sharky with the £5 says, you pillocks, losing a super chat. Oh, you found it. I apologize. I ain't apologizing to you. But I'll apologize to M because M has grace, right? And like you, beardo, right? So thank you so much, Sharky, for the £5. Much love to you.
Is that the best you could come up with? Beardo.
I like his beard. What can I say? Andre to Wolves is completed. I'm a little disappointed on that one, Ant, because he's a quality player. We got linked with him as well, and I would have taken that definitely.
Quite a few clubs
fan.
Quite a few clubs were linked with him, wasn't? Yeah. Quite a few clubs were linked with him. Cheers, Jolly.
Yeah. So okay. So right, it's getting to that stage where we're getting probably too close to the end. Now, remember, there is 2 hours after, I believe it's 2 hours after the window that they can register a player. So if the intention one is, what's it called again? It's called the transfer letter thing that they can put in. I forgot the official word for it.
I know what you mean.
If they put that in, it can be subject to medical and they can still get deals done. Danguth, thank you so much for the 199 super sticker, buddy. You're absolute legend. Deal sheet. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Deal sheet. It came to me. Well, it kind of came to me. He knows who he is.
Came to you when you looked at Martin's comment.
No, I didn't see that one, but well done, Martin. Fair play to you. Vinny got it wrong. He's gone deal no. Close, but no cigar. Jessica, you're too generous tonight with another £5. Hope our boys can give you a win for your birthday tomorrow, Ant. You're gonna jinx us, aren't you, Ant? You're gonna jinx us.
No. We're gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's cover a bit of the match while we're waiting for some updates. And the legend, Martin Spencer, with the £5. Thank you so much, Martin. Hope you, Dino, and the rest of the family are all well, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he's gone. In fact, they're all gone. It's just me. Oh, no. What should I talk about? I've not got any updates for you because...
Sorry,
he's back.
My StreamYard just went weird and froze. So thank you, Martin. But yeah, let's just touch on... I'm back. Don't worry. And my camera's about to overheat. That's probably what did it there, right?
Oh, you and your bloody camera. Why don't you get yourself sorted, man?
Do you know how hot it is in here, mate? Do you know how hot it is?
Have you thought of something called a fan?
Hold on, I'm just getting some. All right, the lights are flashing away at the city grounds. I can confirm to you there. Flashing means they're doing the pyrotechnic-y stuff. That's done. There's some music blasting as well. There's a singer going on. Someone's singing. This could be an interesting reveal. So this is going to be for either James Ward-Prowse or for Morato. Yeah, bring on 11 o'clock.
When I first saw it, obviously I thought, fuck me, Morata. Are you joking?
What, Alvarez Morata? No thanks. Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly touch on. So that's the breaking news. They're filming it now as we speak. Wolfie hasn't got a fan. It's true, Stan. It's true. It's Stan Nathan.
He's got loads of fans.
Very funny. Very funny. All right, let's look ahead at tomorrow then, birthday boy. You've sounded confident all week about this. Chat, get your score predictions in as well. What are you saying tomorrow? What's making you so confident? And you were quite happy when I just buggered up. You had them all to yourself, all 3,500. You'd have loved that. Yeah. But what's making you confident about tomorrow? And
I just think that we've got a really good team. We're certainly gelling. Everything seems to be coming together. Let's face it, Wolves can let a goal in. I'm confident in our defence.
Breaking news. Sorry, Ant. Right on cue. Forest have just tweeted, shall we get started then? So they're about to launch their reveals. We'll share it on screen here as soon as it comes through. I'm going to have to close some tabs because some of them I can't share with you guys. So watch this space. It's coming through. Okay. Sorry, Ant. Why are you confident about tomorrow?
No, as I was saying, I'm just confident in this team. I think that the players we've acquired, the players that we've had from last season have improved. Everything seems to be coming together, and I don't know. I'm just more confident. You know, you asked me after the Bournemouth match whether I was more confident or less confident about the season, and I said less confident because I couldn't see any difference. Well, since then, things have kind of changed. And to be honest with you, I am, as you well know, I have little to zero interest in in the League Cup. But I was so encouraged by that performance. How can you not be confident? And as I say, Wolves let in plenty of goals, as we've seen. So we know that they can be opened up. And our defence is really, really good. I'm hoping Moreno plays on the left and Aina plays on the right. Nothing against Nico. Nico's a great player. I really like him. You know, by dropping him to the bench doesn't mean he's not going to come on and have make a difference. He can do that. But I happen to think that Moreno is better on the left, and Aina is just superb. I love the guy. So
do you think it's harsh, Ant? Because there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A majority of people, I would say. In fact, we'll do a poll on the right back situation who would drop Nico Williams to put in Aina, assuming that Moreno is going to be the starting choice going forward. Is it harsh on Williams to do that?
Yeah, it is harsh on him, but that's football. Simple as. You know, it's up to Williams to get himself back in the team. That's how football should work. I mean, I don't like to mention Manchester United, but look what those pricks get up to, playing Rashford no matter what and stuff like that. You know, it's pathetic. Because they didn't drop him. He's too big. I don't want any of that at Forest. I want to play our best players. And I believe that Aina and Moreno are the best pair of fullbacks that we have in those positions. So, yeah, it is harsh on Nico. Nico's done nothing wrong as far as I'm concerned. But I think Aina's a better footballer. And that's how I work. And then we've got Eminem in the middle. I mean, come on. Those guys, I think they could be an awesome partnership this year. They suit each other. And they've got between them, they've got every attribute you could wish for, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm confident. And Sangare's coming back to form. He can be an absolute deal breaker, a difference maker.
Sorry, breaking news. We got it. Breaking news. 2 seconds. Breaking news. Let's see what Forest have put together for us. Hold on.
Oh, is a Brazilian flag being waved about?
Hold on, let's bring this up. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's bring this one up for you guys. And let's get the sound up. Ready, boys?
Let's go.
Actually, I don't know if I want the sound. They'll demonetize us. So, Forest have just announced Morato as the new signing. There's the music we were telling you about. They got it edited pretty snappily, I'll tell you that. It was about 10:30.
He looks confident lad as well, doesn't he? He looks confident lad coming out of that.
He's got rid of the peroxide in his hair as well.
Yeah.
And that's the reveal.
He's a big boy. You can't tell it on there, but he's a big boy.
No, he's tall. He's tall.
Yeah,
and he
built
does
as well.
And I love how he steps into a tackle as well.
Yeah.
So that's him revealed for you guys there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question about Forest reveals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like them? Do you think they put enough effort into them, or does it not matter? Chat, rate what you think about the reveals out of 10 in the chat. Let me know.
I like them.
Let me know.
I really like them. I like, because we've not had this before. You know, we've not been in the Premier League. We've not had marquee signings, but so it's all still quite new, and I still like it. The novelty hasn't worn off for me, so I say keep doing it. And there's not one that I've looked at and thought that was a bit cheesy or didn't look right. They've all looked really, really good. So I'm really impressed with the marketing team or media team behind our Forest reveals. And I don't know how you feel.
I like them because they're short, snappy, show you the player. I mean, what more do you want, really?
Sorry, breaking news.
Always do
breaking news. Sorry to interrupt. Breaking news. Ernest Numa deal to Fulham now on the verge of collapsing after a new issue. Currently off. Breaking news. This is the Leon winger that Forest are heavily interested in. He's worth about, I think, 28 million euros. And it's on the verge of collapse. Now, this will be most likely too late in the day, apart from putting, what was that word again? I forgot it. Transfer note? Deal sheet. Deal sheet. Thank you. Unless there's a deal sheet that can go in, I don't know if that can happen. I would take him. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This guy's got real good potential and probably is about 6 to 12 months. Thank you, relegation zone. From from really, really being a proper player. I know we don't need another winger, but interesting.
Yeah.
Right, I've just got to sort the kids out. I'll be back in 2 secs. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not bothered about that particularly.
No, no,
I mean,
it's not one.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really know the player. I've not seen him play football, and we do have enough wingers, in my opinion. I think we're okay for wingers. So
yeah, guys,
and it's a lot of money that is as well.
It is, considering what we weren't willing to go the extra mile money-wise to get a couple of our strikers, or maybe we did offer it and it was still not good enough for those players. But yeah, 28 million for a position that I think we're nicely covered in right now. Going back to Wednesday, I saw Sosa's performance was fantastic. The crosses coming in from the wings on Wednesday, we haven't seen that for a long time. Yes, we need somebody on the end of it, but if the balls keep coming in, the players will get there. The players will know that. It's like players who played with the likes of David Beckham will say, he doesn't even need to look. He'll put it in a place he knows I'm going to be there. So when you start getting those deliveries, and like I said, Moreno's delivery, his throw-ins, his tackling, his overall play was fantastic, and it can make others better. But the point you were making about
his forward play, Moreno's forward play and his crosses were fantastic.
But his defending as well. That last minute tackle he did, last ditch tackle he did as well. And the way he got up afterwards, celebrating it like it was a goal, So that passion I love, Yes, maybe it's
I think he'll be a real fan favourite as Moreno.
Yeah, I think so. For a lot of reasons.
Josh will be as well, without doubt.
For a lot of reasons, mate. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But we've got options, haven't we? Sosa looked good as well. He had. I like that Nuno gave him a real freedom yesterday because I couldn't really pin down where any of them.
I was the same.
Would you say the same? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, as well as you talk about with Beckham, players knew where to put the ball. Well, that takes a little bit of time. I mean, those guys, that was the first time that they'd ever played together, literally.
Yeah.
So you need to get used to the fact, and hang on, this ball's going to come in here because they've not had that previously. So maybe players like Taiwo and Chris Wood, when Sosa, if he gets the ball in a wide position, then they will know now. Hang on, if I get into the box, that ball's coming in. Whereas previously they probably thought, no point in me going in the box, it ain't going to get there. So
how many times have we seen it? We get there, we pull it back. I mean, even you can criticize both our wing, Elanga and Hudson-Odoi, for not getting a ball in first time. And what I saw on Wednesday was a lot of first time balls, a lot of balls hit into really dangerous positions. A couple of those free kicks that we whipped in, especially from the right hand side, were
one from Sosa. There's one from Sosa. Oh my word!
How no one got any end of that? Mate, if we're seeing...
Hello.
Yeah, good. Rob,
can I just interrupt you there, Ad? Can I just interrupt
coming in for the glory at the last minute, I see.
I know it is. Taking over glory. But I just want to finish off...
We've had to work all these hours. You just pop in the last minute for the glory.
I do want to finish off on one point about what you were saying about the fullbacks and Nico's position. We've seen it, and I've commented on after the first couple of games of the season. Nuno does like to work his fullbacks hard, and does end up taking them one or two of, if not both of them, off each game. So Nico will get game time. Nico will play. He will be a part of this squad, and I've been really impressed with him actually when he's come on as a sub. He's had this real energy about him. He's got himself on some. If he could finish, he would be one hell of a player because he's got a lot of good attributes. But it's not a game over for Nico or for any of our players.
He can take a free kick as well. Nico can.
Yes, yeah, Nico can. But yeah, I'm happy that we've got a really good mix there. And yeah, for me, it would be all being well and being fully fit. Moreno on the left and Aina on the right, but that doesn't mean Nico doesn't get a game. He's still a key player in this squad.
Just before I bring Rob in, while I was off, did you guys catch up with the super chats?
No, we left them for you, bro.
Okay, so Lee with the £2, Jota hat trick incoming. Thank you so much, Lee. You've been way generous tonight, bro. Thank you so much. PT with the 199. Happy birthday and another year wiser, he says. And Chambo, sorry, 91 with the new membership. Thank you so much. We're coming up to 4,000 across the network right now. We got 1,340 on YouTube. We got 2,376 on X, and we got 2 on Twitch. Shout out to the 2 on Twitch, you absolute legends. Make sure you're chatting away. We can see all your chats from across the way. Please don't forget to hit that like button as well. We are over 1,000 likes, I believe, aren't we, Ant? Can we get to 1.1K?
It just says 1K.
1K. Let's see if you guys can get it higher than that. Please make sure you've subscribed as well. We're well on the road to 30K now on the channel. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate it. And don't forget, we are doing a Danilo shirt giveaway. If you are going to the match tomorrow, just click on the link that's pinned in the chat and just say happy birthday and as the comment to enter. And Crypto will be picking one. There's been 22 entries already. Make sure you like the post there as well while you're doing it. All you got to do is write happy birthday in that comment and you're in for a shout of winning. It was it last season's away kit? I think it was, wasn't it? The yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow kit, yeah.
Yeah, with Danilo 28 on the back, not been worn. It's fresh. It will be yours. And a quick shout out to Prestige. What a legend he is on Twitter as well. Thank you for becoming a member, bro. Rob, nice of you to turn up, C-Nut. How you doing?
Well, thank you to the chat for all the encouragement. I definitely appreciate that. It's heartwarming. Very different to when I'm doing my 5 minutes on Forest Forum when it's a non-stop torrent of abuse to try and put me off.
Well, they're all gone for a smoke, they say usually.
yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm a very fit human being. I've been to the gym and a run, so that's why I'm a bit late. That's why I'm still sweating. Actually, I know the camera definition's not good enough to give you that, but I am. You can feel it.
Yeah, it's all right, Rob. We can manage without seeing a close up of you sweating. We can.
All right. Okay. So
just before you start, Rob, just on Plain Guy, I'm still waiting. Okay, as soon as I have confirmation, I'll let you know who it was. But I'm still waiting for my guy to get back to me.
4 minutes left.
No, you can still announce them after it. Sorry, Rob. Go on, mate. Wait, just before you do, we got another super chat and a super sticker from Lee again. Thank you for the £5. He says something about being generous. We love you, Lee. And he's got the Marinakis emojis flowing there. Lee, you're an absolute legend. And the lovely Wayne with the £2 super sticker.
Wayne.
Thank you so much, Wayne. Yeah, every time we get a super chat in, I'll interrupt Rob. So don't want Rob to talk for long.
Keep going.
Keep that flowing in. Go on, Rob. Try again.
Who's nicked my name in the chat? Someone's nicked my name.
There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. There's Arctic Fox 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Is there really?
Does that mean that I've got
now you know how it feels.
4 guaranteed viewers for 2-tier Rob channel. That was the winning name, wasn't it? So do we know who's coming from Denmark? Sorry, I'm a bit behind.
So what we know, for those of you joining late, let me bring you up to speed. We got told by a good friend, sorry, I'm getting another message, that there's a plane coming in from Denmark to East Midlands Airport. We were able to track it, and we've deduced that it could be Conrad Harder coming in. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I was just checking out a message. So I still can't confirm for sure on that, but as long as the deal sheet is submitted, there's 2 minutes to go before the window closes. We'll keep you posted as soon as we know more. So, we're at the embers now, the embers of it. The window's finally going to close. I might remember what sleep is like, man. I can't wait. But we got games
but you know what's going to happen, don't you? As soon as it closes, people start talking about January. I can't even say the bloody word now. January window.
But it's still the loan window in some other markets. Yeah. Raphael with the £2. He says, you do look sweaty. Rob Talks Bob TV, mate. There you go. Thank you so much, Raphael, for the £2. All right, Rob, over to you. 1 minute to go. So summarize, then we'll shut the window and then we'll come back to you. Go on.
Well, I am really amazed that Ward-Prowse was just available for a loan, for a season-long loan, because a player of his quality scored 7 league goals last year for West Ham. Why do they suddenly not need him? I'm staggered by that. And Do we know whether there's some rule that he can't play against them? I'm presuming that is the case, right?
Yeah.
But that is a really, really good signing. I think it probably wouldn't have happened without the injury to Danilo. So we've obviously got a slot available, and I guess Danilo's not going to make the squad until January. Now.
That would make sense.
I think it's fair enough. You know, if we even get him back, then that's a remarkable recovery after what we thought we were looking at. So I'm really pleased with that. I mean, I know it's a harsh thing to say about the other, but I would be tempted to put him in tomorrow if the deal was done in time. It probably wasn't, I'm guessing, right? But
no,
that's a shame. But honestly, I think his set pieces can. They can be worth 5 or 10 extra goals a season that we just didn't get. And when you think of all the 3-2s we had last season, you know, a player like that, it's exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed.
All right, stop. 3, 2, 1, and the window has officially shut.
Have we still got time to sign Giménez?
Giménez is gone. You gotta let that one go.
Has he gone anywhere else?
No.
What a time waster. We should charge him for our time. What a prick he was. Or his dad was, anyway. We should charge him for our time. You know, you got to hand it to the club. They made a real attempt to sign him, and we just got strung along for a whole week there. Utter time waster.
Yeah. I mean, just going on to what you were saying about James Ward-Prowse, Rob. I mean, I'm looking at his stats from last season. I really can't see what West Ham fans' problem was with him. 7 goals, 7 assists. His XG for goals was 6, so he scored above his XG. His XG for assists was 6, and he assisted above his XG. He started 34 out of 38 games last season, and he played 37 of them. So to say he wasn't being used and wasn't being played, utter bullshit. Averaged 82 minutes per game. So, yeah, I think the fact of the matter is we wouldn't have got him without the Danilo situation. But for me, he's probably, I said, an under-the-radar signing, but I think one of the best signings we could have found for that position. And I think he will play a part. I don't think he's just going to be warming the bench. You know, he's a key player, I think, for Forest. And you look at his team.
Sorry to interrupt. Breaking news: Forest have confirmed the signing of James Ward-Prowse. Speaking on topic here, been officially announced, and they have said, let's just bring it up. Nottingham Forest is delighted to announce signing of James Ward-Prowse from West Ham. The midfield has joined on a loan deal until the end of the 24-25 season. Known for his outstanding dead ball deliveries and passing range, and Ward-Prowse arrives with a wealth of experience, having made 381 appearances in the Premier League. They do the usual background story. After signing on loan for Forest, Ward-Prowse said, "I'm delighted to be here. When I knew I had the opportunity to join the club and come and show what I can do, I thought it was a fantastic opportunity. Having played Nottingham Forest a few times, the atmosphere here is one of the best I've played in the Premier League. So to now hopefully experience that week in, week out is something really special." Ross Wilson added, "We're thrilled to welcome Ward-Prowse to Forest. Everyone is familiar with James's talent in the Premier League, along with his strong leadership and personal qualities. He is someone I've known for a long time, and as soon as I saw the opportunity to bring James here aroused, Nuno and our ownership moved quickly. We're confident he'll make an immediate impact both on and off the pitch, and we look forward to him joining up with the squad." So that's the statement there. Night, Cullis, man. I hope you have a good evening. So that's officially confirmed by Forest. There's been no video reveal thing. It's just been put a post on there. Now, what's interesting is Romano is saying that's it for Forest. So our mystery man on the plane, we are still finding out who he is. But Romano says those are going to be the 2 coming in. We will wait and see. So that's Ward-Prowse confirmed. Who's the other one? Morato, thank you. That's confirmed. And we got super chat from the man Nick Clark, who started off the whole pictures You should have seen Nick what Crypto did with baby Ezpool, man. Seriously, he went to town.
Have you seen that avatar, Rob?
Yeah, no, that was the winner. That was the winner. He did a very good mashup of my face on Keir Starmer, one of the most horrific things I've ever seen.
I've not seen that. That's slip up, bro.
Thank you so much for the 299. We are fast approaching 4,000 viewers here. I'm not going to miss it, M. Thank you so much for the super sticker, the 5.99 euros. You're an absolute legend. Appreciate it. Empty plane from Denmark. Well, I've been told on the plane was 2 people, one old and one a footballer. So that's what I've got for you guys so far. So I'll keep you posted. I'm still getting information through. We'll go for another 15 minutes or so just to see what happens with this plane story. But yeah, sorry, Rob, I cut you off.
Yeah, I was going to say about Ward-Prowse as well. I think it's not just about the dead balls and the passing. I like the character of the guy, right? Because he was the ultimate one club guy for Southampton. He was like their Ryan Yates, right? And only when they went down, he got taken to West Ham. You know, he's also played for England. But I mean, there's 2 games that I remember. There was the one where we beat Southampton 4-3, and I thought he still put in an outstanding performance for them. They really went down fighting, and it was 90% him. And then I think it was like a couple of weeks before that. I don't know whether people remember that Southampton actually won 1-0 at Chelsea, and again he produced a superb performance there. So I think it was a case that he was maybe a bit too good to go down to the Championship, but in terms of I think he's like the exact opposite of some of the people we've been linked with as strikers. The Giménez and the Nketiahs. Like he wants, he wants to be somewhere that he's wanted. You know what I mean? And he wants to make a contribution. And he's not just like sticking himself around for some money. He's basically said, West Ham have said to him, "Look, James, you're not in our plans this year." And he's like, "Right, I want to be somewhere that I'm valued." I think that's great. And I like the character of the guy. I think he's a leader. And I think he's going to be a big player for us this season. And, that's not...
You've convinced me, Rob. You and Ez, you've convinced me. I'm excited.
I mean, I like Anderson. I like Dominguez. But I think that, also the beauty of it on loan is like, try before you buy. If it all slots into place, we'll buy him. If
he's not done, is he? He's 29 years old.
He's not no, he's not. You never know. He could again be making a play to try and get his England slot back. I know it's been 2 years, but it's all up for grabs for England now.
You never know. Absolutely. Yeah, you never know. I mean, I say I'm. It's not a signing you're excited by, but I think he's like I say, under key. I think it's a really good signing.
I'd like to be excited by direct free kicks again. For the first time since Van Hooydonk.
To be a threat. To be a threat from them, 100%.
I mean, I grew up with Pearce and then Van Hooydonk, and then, Chris Bart Williams could take a decent free kick every now and again.
Ian Wone.
Ian Wone.
Lewis McGugan.
But,
Andy Reid. Andy Reid could take one.
McGugan, yes, Andy Reid could take one. But, I mean, how long ago are we talking about now?
Fair enough.
10 years ago, right? So
Jimmy Garner, he had the odd one. Ish.
One.
By the way, all right, Ant, what's your view on Mangala to Everton? What the hell is that?
I've already spoken on this. I think it's a good signing for Everton.
For them, but like, what the hell's going on there with Marseille and what happened there? Was it Marseille, Leon?
Leon. Yeah, it's a bit bizarre. They've paid a lot of money for him, and then he's got. How much did Everton pay for him? Is he gone on a permanent or is it a loan?
Season-long loan.
Oh, it's a loan, is it? Yeah, that's
no option either.
Maybe they've got money problems. I don't know.
But it's bizarre. It's just really bizarre behaviour that they would because we felt that they paid a little bit over the odds for Mangala, right?
For Niakate in the last year of his contract. You've overpaid for Niakate.
And then suddenly this was like one of their biggest signings in terms of transfer fees in the last few years.
I will not hear a bad word against Lyon. Okay, Lyon are the greatest French team of all time. Yeah, they made outstanding signings.
They're gone.
They saved us. Leon has saved us. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
agreed.
Yeah.
But they've put themselves in trouble by saving us, which is bizarre.
Exactly.
It's
That is just like pure heroism. Pure heroism. Yeah.
It is.
So they are now officially my favorite French club. It used
I
to be
might
Lille.
even invest in a Leon shirt, to be honest. I'm
With
that
Mangala
interested.
on the
Maybe
back.
Marinakis will step in and buy them because he hasn't got a French team
That's
yet.
what I was thinking. Maybe he's looking at that. Maybe devaluing themselves, you know.
Yeah, maybe,
You never know.
yeah.
His pockets are deep, that's for sure.
By the way,
I don't
they're
know
all
about you guys, but-
speculating. Sorry, they're just all speculating in the chat. My camera's only off because it overheated again, right? So I'm not getting anything cool coming through, but I'll keep you posted. Sorry, Anne.
No, keep them guessing, bro. Don't tell them.
So
can't remember what I was saying now, yeah.
this guy from Denmark,
Oh, yeah.
Harald Hardrada or whatever he's called, is he a striker?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The
But
young one.
and what's your opinion of the Danish league?
Okay. It's all yours, man. It's all yours.
Thing is, Rob, he's not even done it in the Danish league. He's done it in the Danish under-19 league.
Right. So he's basically the Rodrigo Ribeiro of this season, then, is
I
he?
think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm actually strangely happy that we didn't make a panic buy on strikers.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'd actually prefer to buy no one than to feel that we've panicked and we've been rinsed. You know, I mean, and Nketiah was not value for what we were supposed to be spending there. Giménez seems to have some kind of attitude problem. I would have liked the player, but actually, I did a bit of internet research, and some people were commentating that his form dipped right off in the second half of last season, and some people were sort of suggesting that he wasn't good enough for the Premier League anyway. So, but in any case, he hasn't come. We didn't get Omar Marmoush, as Wolfie would say. So, but
Say it again. I dare you. Say it again.
Go on.
Omar Marmoush.
Omar.
That's not bad.
Omar.
Omar. Omar.
Omar.
Marmoush.
Marmoush. Marmoush.
It's not babushka, man. It's Marmoush. Sorry, carry on.
I tell you what. I don't think any of us on here would have predicted at the beginning of this window that we wouldn't have signed a striker, though. I think we all expected us to sign a striker. that's the only slight sort of down, disappointment.
Well,
isn't
we
it?
can't fault them for trying. I think they were ambitious.
Like you, Rob. I'd rather have signed no one than just somebody to get in. I was saying that earlier on when people say sign anybody. It's like no, don't, because what that would do, and I hate to bring this up, but that would restrict us in January. If we bought somebody now at 25 million that didn't really appreciate, that would affect us in January. So I'd rather not do that.
You know, go on.
Yeah, well, we now get to see whether Taiwo can play himself back into form, because if we had bought, it would be nice if we had bought somebody else. We never know, but now we get to find out. Now, these things can go one of two ways. There was like the case of Hudson-Odoi last season, where he started off the season, he was like good 1 minute, bad the next, and then there was no one else available. Elanga got injured, so it's like, right, Callum, you have to play, and then he just really played himself into form. So that could be what I mean. Taiwo and Wood are going to get a lot of game time between them, because basically you're going to see both of them every game now. So I think that's fair enough, considering Wood is still our highest paid player as well. Let's. I think it's 90 grand a week is a lot for someone to be paid to sort of kick around, lacing Giménez's boots and stuff. I think we should. I think Chris Wood's good for another season. So once again, we get to see if we can get double figures again. So he's doing the right kind of stuff over the summer. I want to get 20 goals.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, both of them, if they are fit and top form, are like 10 to 15 goals, potentially 20 goal players. But the problem is Taiwo's had his injury and Chris Wood's old. So you've got that as a worry in the back of your mind. But you never know. It might actually go well. We might have some luck.
But we do have a certain Portuguese Grealish, who I think can play about 9, if not a false 9 role, he can play in that position. So we have got options, and main thing is, look, we don't overwork them. I think Sai mentioned it yesterday, or it might have been Crypto earlier on today, about why Wood ended up getting injured. Because he ended up having to play every single 90 minutes for most of the game. So as long as they can both stay fit enough to play a part in every game, so one's taking the other one off, I'm happy with that, because I think we're gonna start getting now the delivery, and what we just mentioned a little while earlier. If the players get that delivery, know they're gonna have to be in that box, we will start seeing goals from not just our strikers, but we'll start seeing the number 8 getting in there on the edge of it. I mean, let's not forget. Go on.
I was going to say is also, I think we all hope that MGW can do a little bit better on the goal scoring front this season as well. And if he can contribute with 10 goals, that's massive.
Yeah,
that's massive.
Of course it is.
Let me just catch up on the super chats, super stickers. Wayne with the £3 super sticker. Thank you so much, bud. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate all of them. You guys have been unreal with your generosity tonight.
Thank you.
Lee with the £3 super sticker as well. Thank you so much, Lee. You're absolutely amazing. The lovely Jessica with another £5 saying, if we didn't get a striker, Wood will do it for us. Promise. Thanks for the stream, Wolfie, Ez, and Rob, and Crypto. And of course, she's got Chris Wood's #1 fan. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Jessica. Really do appreciate your support and everyone else's support. And the guys just chilling in and getting through the end of the window with us. And then this one killed me when it came through from Nick. look at his new avatar there, Rob. Rob, you can read this one out, seeing that your boy is Nick now, man.
Omar Marmoush.
Nick, thank you so much and keep trolling Rob. We're loving it. And thank you so much, Paul, with the 12-month anniversary. Happy 1-year anniversary, you absolute legends. And JB as well. Happy 1-year anniversary to you. And Osman's gone to Saudi, and so has Tony as well. And just quickly on the right back,
Osman and Tony have both gone.
Tony's really gone to Saudi.
So Chelsea,
Tony's definitely gone. I haven't got confirmation on Osman yet. I haven't got confirmation on Osman.
That's the thing. Like Chelsea, Al Hilal said that they were going for both, but they would only take one. So
I don't know. I can't confirm that one.
Have Brentford signed anything like a replacement?
Well, they did. He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. They signed him before selling him. Grez with the 5 months. Thank you so much, Grez. I think that's popped up about 20 times. In the right back poll, just out of interest there, we kind of forgot about it, but over 696 have voted. Einar wins with 52% of the vote. Nico Williams in second with 26% of the vote. And Eric Da Silva Moreiro.
I was really impressed with Da Silva Moreiro on Wednesday night. Yeah, he looked very promising. I mean, he's a young lad, but he was bombing forward and putting himself about. Very impressed with him.
Yeah, and like you guys mentioned, like it was early days because it's the first time we've actually played a game together. But you already saw some link-ups between some of those players. Him and Jota had a really good pairing when they were both that side. I liked it. I got to say, there's so many positives that came apart from fucking penalties. Pardon my language. But
you know what impressed me most about Jota, and it might have gone under the radar. I don't know, but I love the fact that he challenges in the air, and when he challenges in the air, it really goes for it. It's not off. I see a lot of Forest players, the attackers, half-arsed when they're going in. It's just like a token gesture. He even headed the ball out of the goalkeeper's hands at one point. You know what I mean? Love the guy. Love him.
He's a brave player. I like him.
Just answer Mab's question. Honestly, I don't know. Ask bloody Will, because Will pops his up every 5 minutes. I don't know how you get it.
It's where you go to, where the same place where the super chat is. It should let you say how long you've been a member for.
So is that how? Okay. Now they're all gonna do it though. They're all gonna do it. And we got go for it. We got pictures here of JWP in the Garibaldi looking good. It suits him, don't it? It suits him.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it would suit all good players. So looking good there for him as well. Okay, there's Omar doing it. Might as well pop. How did you do it, Lee? How did you do it? Oh, they're all doing it now. They're all doing it now.
It's easy.
You've unlocked the secret now. You've unlocked the secret. Phil, thank you for the 13. Josh, thank you for the 19. Playing guy, I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you. We may have to wait till the morning to get confirmation of that one. Oh, EastEnders style. Leave you in suspense. As Carol with the 16, appreciate it. Maps, you need to do it now, Maps. You're the one who triggered all of this. Oh my God, with the 22.
Bless you. Nearly for 2 years, mate. Keep going.
All right, so we have a game tomorrow, lads. Forest against Wolves. Playtime. Is it or is it not? Don't forget, we did a preview of the game with our mate Dazzling Dave. That's on the channel. So if you haven't checked that out, give it a watch before the game. It's on the channel. But yeah, we got the watch along as well. Are we 3 o'clock tomorrow? I'm losing all track of time.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
we are. Okay. And
are
remember,
you meeting up, Rob, tomorrow? Rob, are you meeting up tomorrow?
Yes. Right. Where do you want to meet? I'll send you a message afterwards.
Usual place.
We always meet.
Outside
we always meet.
Yeah. All right.
Same place, mate. Don't complicate it. Fucking hell. One place.
You're gonna regret selling me that ticket.
Rob's taking my place tomorrow. Bless him.
You're gonna regret selling me that ticket. This is gonna be a good one tomorrow.
I know. It's got to remind me of following me exactly what I was thinking as soon as I sold it out. So you might get a text at like 2 to 3, Rob, saying, "Look."
Yeah, you're gonna change your mind again. I'll turn it off.
No, I am actually busy tomorrow. Sorry, guys, but yeah, enjoy. I'm sure you'll see us get a few goals.
Okay, we got the official video here on Ward-Prowse coming in. There he is, ladies and gents. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, by the way, at official Insta, or just type in exclamation mark Insta, and that will give you the link there. So if you're on Insta, give us a quick follow. But there he is. That was quite early on in the day. You can see the lights it was still sunny outside. And then this is him going to the ground later on. I believe this was to get the announcement filmed. And there he is on the famous turf. There is Ward-Prowse for you guys. So give us a quick follow on Insta. If you're not, exclamation mark Insta in the chat. And let's get back to the normal screen there. And we got some more super chats to shout out. So I can't, they're all mixed up now with all the bloody members trying to see how long they've been members for.
Go on.
Grez with the $4.99. Thank you so much. Upset, it says 5 months. Definitely been here longer than that. It may be that there was a month. It's continuation of membership. So if there was a break in it, that would be why. Ant's biggest fan, Jolly Ollie, with the 16 months. Sai with the 2 years. Great show again, guys. You Reds, Double O, the legend on Twitter as well. Thank you for the 13 months. And Martin, the legend, with the $1.99. Rob, can you say Omar Marmoush, my new iPhone ringtone?
Well, he's paid $1.99 for me to say Omar Marmoush. So
that's not bad. Not bad. Apart from the Omar bit. Omar.
I don't know why we're saying it though. As soon as he's pissed off somewhere else.
Omar Marmoush.
Anyway, I don't like him anymore. He can go do one. Bloody idiot. We would have made his career. Cujo with the 15. Andy as a new member. Brian as a new member. Calvin Crow, 23 months. Hayden with the 3 months. And Siggy with the £5. You guys are the definition of organized chaos. Great work. I think just chaos.
Without the organized.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Rob. Yeah.
Super chat of the night. Super chat of the night. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow. We'll let you know what's going on with Plain Man as soon as we get any more information. Thank you. I think we nearly hit 4,000 tonight on the stream. Current viewers, which is absolutely crazy. So do appreciate you all. So we'll be back tomorrow with the watch along. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you to everyone who's put a super chat in. And I guess the only way we can end it is by saying happy birthday to the big man in 42 minutes time. No, 40 something. Soon. I need sleep. And much love and happy birthday from all the boys on FFTV, and I'm sure from the chat as well. And we will see you tomorrow. The window is finally closed. Come on, you Reds.
You Reds.